You guys now into the third round of conference games. Two pretty competitive games with Utah State Eastern. Biggest thing you learned from those two games, looking to get win number 3 against the Eagles here tonight?
Well, they're a super competitive team. Obviously ranked at earlier part of the season, they're receiving votes. They're basically the first team out from being ranked. I mean, they're a really good team. I would say, they're a very physical group, and so being able to match that physicality, I think, is an important part of being able to play in this game. Being able to take care of the basketball is really important, and rebounding against them. They're a very good rebounding team. So those will be some of the things we hope to do today.
Biggest thing you feel like for you guys coming off a big win as far as points scored, right? You've had a couple really good offensive performances. How do you continue to establish that rhythm offensively?
Yeah, I think sharing the ball has been more and more apparent. Our guys are getting more and more comfortable finding each other. The chemistry continues to get better, and I think that's a tribute to our guys playing unselfishly, and I think that continues tonight. It will be critical against this team that plays a very challenging defensive style with their zone, their matchup zone, that gives a lot of people lots of fits. So I've definitely gone against it and wonder how are we going to score, and our guys continue to share the ball and make good decisions. I think we'll be in good shape.
Becoming a packed house here in Ephraim. Coach, enjoy on the sidelines. We'll talk to you post-game.
Awesome, thanks.
Big thanks to head coach Andrew May joining us. The Badgers, again, 24-1 here on the season, 9-1 in conference play. And we were kind of talking about this, Austin, as we transition to coach, but the depth of this team just speaks for itself, right? You lose a guy like Bron Roberts, you're thinking, a super talented 7-footer who's getting several Division I offers. Well, they have 2 other 7-footers, essentially, and then a 6'8" power post in Kyle Lemke. He, Aaron Bliss, and Sean Feltz have just been spectacular all season long, and that's the good news for Snow College. You still have 3 very reliable guys in those post positions.
No, I think you're exactly right. Any of them can go off at any moment to Kyle Lemke versus Northern Idaho. Didn't play too much. Next game versus CSI, one of the biggest games, 1 versus number 4 at the time. Kaz goes in and has 25, 26 points in that game. Probably was the best player of the game that night. And it's one of those things where they know they need to step up, and they want it for each other as well. They are devastated with Bron Roberts going down. One of the key players, 7-footer who can stretch the floor quite well for the Badgers. But it's something that they know that they can step up and make the difference. And that's what Coach May's done so well about, is building this team depth. And you've seen that all year long, is that it hasn't been one person carrying the load the whole time. It's been spread out through the whole team.
Right. We'll continue your conversation here on our Snow College pregame show. Did you start to agree, but then life got in the way? Well, there's never been a better time to finish what you started. Visit snow.edu today. We'll take a break and be back. You're tuned into pregame right here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Snow TV.
We are all part of a team. Whether you are the quiet hero or the newest recruit, the steady anchor or the moral support, your team needs you. At Intermountain Health, Sanpete Valley Hospital, we want to be part of your team. Partner with us on your health and continue to be a game changer for your teammates.
My art is an expression of my identity. As an artist, my identity is everything. Every stroke I make depicts my purpose, and every signature brings my dreams to life. I am La Morena. With my style checking account from Mountain America Credit Union, I can create with confidence, knowing I have built-in identity protection. This premium future lets me stay focused and bringing color to the world. Open a new checking account today. Make my style your lifestyle.
Doesn't that sound relaxing? At Risk Managers, we want to help you always feel that relaxed. So when you hear this, or this, or this, you know that you're protected. Peace of mind insurance solutions for individuals and businesses, so that you can always sit back and enjoy your drink.
Sanpete Steel in Moroni was founded in 1994 and is one of the major steel construction companies in the Intermountain West. Specializing in structural steel fabrication and assembly, Sanpete Steel's impressive portfolio includes the Hales Theater in Sandy and structures on the campuses of the University of Utah, BYU, and UVU. Sanpete Steel in Moroni, where their motto is done right and on time at 685 East Main Street. Call today at 800-261-1026. That's 800-261-1026. Or go to sanpetesteel.com.
I thought there was only one way to do college. I knew I needed training to set me up for a great career, but I didn't have 4 years. Snow helped me discover that college doesn't have to be about sitting in classes, counting down the hours. They showed me a way to get the edge I needed, and fast. The best part was with their low-cost programs and tuition assistance, I didn't have to go into debt. I was able to earn my certificate and start working right away. Snow College. This is college.
I'm J.L. Larson.
And I'm Sarah Larson.
And we're the owners and operators of Freedom Ford in Gunnison, Utah. We've been in business now for 38 years. Of those 38 years, we've done business with Utah Heritage Credit Union for over 20 of them. Even our kids have savings accounts there.
Utah Heritage is a great staple to Sanpete County. Homegrown credit union here that has helped, I believe, thousands of families throughout the valleys.
Welcome back on in to our Snow College pregame show. I want to thank our regional sponsors, Centricom, Utah Heritage Credit Union, CO Building Systems, Risk Managers Insurance, Cache Valley Bank, Snow College, Mountain America Credit Union, as well as IHC Sanpete Valley Hospital, Sanpete Steels, Central Valley Medical Center, and Douglas Dentistry. Well, Austin, this is my fourth game in 3 days. I'll call two more to Friday and Saturday with high school playoffs now underway. So I will have called 6 games by the end of the week. Here's my trivia question for you. We don't ever do a pregame trivia, but I found this interesting, and my sports nerd self had to share this with our listeners. How many of those games, of the 6 I'll call this week, feature a team with the mascot Eagles?
Oh, this is your counting tomorrow?
Counting tomorrow and Saturday. So
I'll
this
say
is
4.
5 of the 6 games. So the 2 here tonight, obviously,
yes,
with USUE. I did Millard on Wednesday, or on Tuesday, and then APA West Valley came to Gunnison last night, and then I'll be at Draper APA on Saturday. So naturally, 5 of my 6 games. I got Manti Ogden tomorrow, so no Eagles tomorrow on the broadcast booth for me, but it's been kind of a fascinating week that week. But Coach was very complimentary of this USUE team, and rightfully so. He says they guard hard. They put up 2 of the best defensive performances against this Snow team this year. This Badger team that scored 100 in back-to-back games. Now they're against a couple of teams that haven't been playing the best basketball in the conference this year. A down year for Salt Lake Community College, and even though Colorado Northwestern's may be better than they've been in years past, still not a great program right now. So the real test comes tonight, though, against this defense. You can make an argument that Utah State Eastern plays the best defense in the conference. You could make that argument. As good as CSI is and as good as Snow is, USUE is also no joke on the defensive end. No, you look at, and that's what I was just looking at these stats for the game as well, as we were talking about. The turnover margin's +3 for the Eagles, which is a huge thing. If you can gain 3 turnovers on your opponent, it makes a big difference to the entire game. As well as their field goal defense, it really limits them quite a bit. Snow College shoots 50% from the field, but USU Eastern on the year has been holding their team to 40% from the field so far. It's a big difference. 10% is a big difference. That's the difference between a 10-point game and a 20-point game. I just put that in perspective. But it's one of those things where it's USU is going to come out firing. Got nothing to lose at this point. You see, you're third in the conference. They're not going to drop lower. They're not going to go higher with CSI right in front of them and everything. But it's one of those things where USUE got nothing to lose tonight, and I think you'll see a lot more energy from them tonight than I think you have all year against Snow. You know, you say it's tough to beat a good team 3 times. I'll answer, and I usually agree with that, but not if you're a better team. And Snow has been the better team at the end of the day of the first couple of matchups. We're going to have our starting lineups coming up next. Stick with us. You're tuned in to Snow Badger Basketball right here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Snow TV.
For over 70 years, Cache Valley Bank has been a part of Utah's financial landscape with 23 branches across the state of Utah. Cache Valley Bank isn't just a bank. We're neighbors, partners, and your financial advisors.
Committed to building stronger communities one transaction at a time with secure and reliable solutions, whether it's buying a home, expanding your business, or simply managing your day-to-day finances.
Visit any of our locations in Ephraim, Mount Pleasant, Fairview, or Nephi. Cache Valley Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
This school year will be different.
This year, I'll do my assignments on time.
I will listen to my teacher.
I solemnly swear.
I won't eat any glue.
I'll do my homework every night.
Every night.
Research? No problem.
School, I got this.
This year will be different. Visit Centracom.com to power your education with the best internet experience. Everyone succeeds with School to the Power of Centracom.
CO Building Systems in Ephraim manufactures a complete line of pre-engineered metal buildings of all sizes. Plus, they are your headquarters for custom metal roof and wall panels for your home or business, including all trim and accessories. All of their roof and wall panels are available in several gauges and over 20 different colors. For a free cost estimate or more information, contact CO Building Systems in Ephraim. 800-262-5347. That's 800-262-5347. Online at cobuildings.com.
As a urologist, my job includes treating kidney stones, diagnosing, treating prostate cancer, and other disorders of the urinary system. Here at CVMC, specialists and primary care physicians all work very closely together.
As a family physician, being able to have continuity of care and direct relationships with our specialists is something we're very fortunate to have here.
I'm Dr. David Sewell, board-certified urologist. I'm proud to provide state-of-the-art care here at Central Valley Medical Center.
Visits to the dentist cause great anxiety and fear in some people, further jeopardizing oral and overall health. This is Dr. Douglas. We not only deliver optimal dental care, we make you comfortable while we do it.
Douglas Dentistry's patients love listening to music or watching a movie during treatment. Some patients prefer nitrous oxide or laughing gas or conscious sedation.
Call Douglas Dentistry today, 283-3800. That's 283-3800. Find us on Facebook or click on douglasdentistry.ephraim.com.
The Snow College campus store has something for every member of the family to show their Badger pride. They have hoodies, mugs, car stickers, and more. Online students and parents can get in on the fun too, because now the campus store is online at store.snow.edu. Go there now for all of your Snow College apparel needs. Visit store.snow.edu. That's store.snow.edu.
Welcome back on in as the Badgers and Eagles just about to tip off for the third time. Starters tonight for USUE, they go with Ike Palmer, number 13, 6'7" sophomore from South Jordan, their leading scorer at 16 points per game. They're going to go with number 14, Ethan Stoddard, the 6'8" redshirt freshman from Orem, Utah, as their man in the middle. They also go with Liam Davis, a 6'7" sophomore from Hamilton, New Zealand. They'll also start Isaac Castanedo, a 6'4" sophomore from Provo, Utah. He wears number 32, and the final starter for USUE is going to be at number 25, Bowen Davies, a 6'9" sophomore from Murray, Utah. That rounds out the starting lineup for USU Eastern, who is starting tonight for the Badgers, Austin. It's the usual suspects.
Yeah, it is. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Excuse me. We'll start with Caden Adams, the combo guard. Pretty much does it all for the Badgers. Leading scorer, averages 18 points a game, 4 rebounds. And he's a redshirt sophomore from Pleasant Grove, Utah, 6'4". You'll see some special things out of him tonight, I know. You have number 10, Sam Sidulich. He's really come on for the Badgers here, a transfer from Slick. He's a point guard, 6' sophomore from Ogden. Average around 9 points a game, but the huge thing is average around 5 assists a game as well. You'll have Sean, 23, Brock McClure, 6'6" redshirt sophomore, as well as come on quite a bit for Coach May and the Badgers from Texas. Averages about 15 points a game, 9 rebounds, and you'll see him flying around the court everywhere, doing things he needs to do. Aaron Bliss tonight, number 30. He's a 6'11" sophomore from El Dorado Hills, California. Averages 7 points and 6 rebounds. He's looking to make a big jump here tonight. And then Kyle Lemke, like we talked about pregame, has made big leaps these last couple games for Coach May. He comes in at 6'8" from St. George, Utah, sophomore. Averages 8 points a game. Had a career high 27 last week for CSI. And, of course, Badgers, coached by Andrew May, comes in 97-22 record of Snow, and always known he is winning. So expect that tonight as well.
Yeah, I could have sworn Sean was starting and then looked over and no, it was Kyle. So that I misled you there, my friend. But Kyle Lemke does get the start tonight for the Badgers as Sean will come off the bench for Snow. Only player still in his warm-up tee as the rest of the bench is sitting ready to be warmed up. Again, no Bron Roberts for the rest of the season. That's part of the storyline. That did not matter against Colorado Northwestern on Saturday. Was just a punishing game. And McCaden Adams, I believe, sat as well. I think the SWAC's going to find Snow for resting players.
Does the Jazz, that's for sure.
Dude, I'm so mad. I'm going to be very petty about that for a while, if I'm being completely honest. I'm pretty ticked off at the NBA right now, and about specifically ESPN's NBA coverage has just been bad for a long time. And anyway, focus is here and now. The number one team of the country gets set to tip off. Badgers in their home white uniforms with the orange trim. We got a violation on the jump, or they're just going to re-jump it? Oh no, they say violation. So USUE, by rule, wins the tip.
You don't see that very often, do you?
No. It's not as rare as seeing a foul called on a jump ball, which I do remember that happened to Rudy Gobert one time, and then he got tossed pretty shortly after that. Dribble drive here from Ethan Stoddard, going to give to Castanedo. Now, Robbie Yates, I apologize, got the start, not Bowen Davies, but the ball is deflected out of bounds, and it will stay USUE basketball. Badgers, good job defensively is what we taught. We praised USUE defensively, but Snow's defense has been pretty darn good in conference play as well. Bounce on the block to Palmer. Ike has it deflected away. McCaden Adams gets the steal. Leads the break right side for the Badgers. Looks to get to the 10, dump it off Kyle Lemke, and Kyle ends up with a man on his back. And Kyle's saying, hey, it's all good. That just that happens. A nice pump fake from Kyle. If anything, that's a compliment to him.
Yeah.
And that makes it they're going to call it on the shot or baseline here. I think they're going to say, they're saying Kyle should have shot. They say it's on the ground. Well, that is not how they called it during the girls' game. Everything was a shot in that game, so it'll be baseline out of bounds here for the Badgers. Savulich looking to send in, right side to Brock McClure. McClure looks to attack, sends right side to Sam. Sam with the right side will pull out and reset here for the Badgers. Adams with it on the right side. McCaden just throws it off of the defender, Liam Davis. It'll stay Badger basketball.
Yeah, you talked about Slick and the intensity they play with. I think one thing as well you point out is their size. They're all around 6'5", 6'7", all around that same size and everything like that. So it can make switching everything can be a huge thing for the Slicks tonight, but also create opportunities for the Badgers. We'll see that. Inside,
no good, but the offensive board looking to be fouled by McClure, and Brock is fouled. By the way, Brock, the SWAC player of the week, and he's taken his time. All right. With two quick fouls on USUE in the first 45 seconds of this ball game. And it'll be Badger basketball baseline here. Savulich sends it back. McClure goes and gets it. Brock had 19 boards last Thursday at Slick. Ball goes into Aaron Bliss. Corner three, Sam Savulich. Buckets. Sam with our first Douglas Dentistry 3 of the game, and the Badgers open up on top 3-0.
And we talked about it before the game. Sam Savulich really has came on for the Badgers here tonight, and in the year, excuse me.
Yeah.
He's been a very good reliable for Coach May to shoot those three-pointers.
Ball goes on the left side to Ike Palmer. Whip pass to Castanedo. Now the dribble drive right side from Liam Davis. It's going to go back to Ike Palmer. That's his game, that mid-range. Ike Palmer hits the 2, and it's a 3-2 game.
And you'll see Ike Palmer go with offense, go through him so often. He's really the best player for USU Eastern and does great things like that all game.
Corner three, Sam, same spot, same shot. Does not go. Bliss, the offensive board. Aaron looking to put it up inside. The baby hook is good. Aaron Bliss with an offensive board and stick back, and the Badgers make it 5-2.
Yeah, huge rebound by Aaron Bliss right there. Exactly what Coach May wants from him tonight.
Ball over on the right side. Gets it back up to Castanedo. Going to give left side to Ike Palmer now with it. Palmer goes middle into Ethan Stoddard. Stoddard, the left-hand dribble, looking for some help. Sends back to Castanedo off his noggin, but he gathers and resets offensively. Ball moves it in the corner. 3 on the clock. Turnaround jumper from the lefty. Davis, it's no good. Rebound McClure. Brock leads the break for the Badgers. Crosses low, gets in the paint, takes the contact. No call, and the miss inside. Palmer rebounds. Palmer pushes right side for USUE. Lowers the shoulder, gets down low inside. The pump fake and the finish, plus the harm from Ethan Stoddard. And it'll be a free throw from the Orem native.
And Slick, that is one thing they're going to have to do throughout the game if they want to stay with the Badgers, is push the pace and get points in transition. They did that. They've done it well throughout the year, and you'll see that tonight as well. If they can get things going, and I get the ball in Ike Palmer's hands, he makes things happen. He draws the defenders towards him, and like you started there, great pass off to the defender for the finish.
Free throw here is good. A 38% free throw shooter, and he knocks it down, ties us at 5 here in the first 2.5 minutes of the ball game. Ball goes left side to McCaden Adams. Adams bounces middle, Sam Savulich. Savulich going to swing it over to McClure. Brock jabs, looks to drive it. Now back up top into the hands of McCaden Adams. Adams with the basketball is cut off, looking for some help. Sends out McClure. Left wing 3. Grays might have barely hit the rim. The rebound comes down to Liam Davis. Chance for USUE to take their first lead of the game. Top of the key, it's Castanedo. Guarded out front by McClure. As Brock's going to look to guard out front. Castanedo on the right side looking for some help. Gives straight away with it into the hands of Palmer. Davis moves left side. Corner 3. Strong. McClure tracks down yet another rebound. Brock averages more offensive boards than he does defensive boards, by the way. That stat fascinating to me as I was doing my research for today. Had not noticed that. Sam, another 3 right side. Good. Sam Savulich is second. Douglas Dentistry 3. Badgers make it 8-5.
Yeah, quick 6 points for Sam right there. Exactly what you want, Coach May. He steps in the shot, looks beautiful, no hesitation behind it all.
Picking up the dribble high, Castanedo is going to give it left side now to Stoddard. Straight away, Ethan looks to put it on the floor. Bliss keeps him in front of him. Right side, Liam Davis. Bounces it inside Palmer. Inside out Davis. Going to take the 3 left side. That's good. Liam Davis able to hit the 3. 30% on the year for Davis, and that's going to make it an 8-8 ball game. Here with 16 minutes to play. Entry pass, Kyle Lemke. Foul, and Kyle's going to shoot 2. First free throws for the Badgers at the Cache Valley Bank free throw line tonight. Cache Valley Bank, download their app for banking on the go.
We talked about the size for USU Eastern and what that's going to bring. You see right there the 3-point shot. Kyle Lemke had to come out and guard him, and USU Eastern can come back later with that and drive off these bigs right here. But as well, you see Kyle Lemke just kind of owning down low, gets the Eagles and get that good position.
Lemke knocks down the first of 2 free throws. He'll get one more. Kyle on the season up to 58%. That was down at 53% before last week. Brought it up 5 percentage points in 2-game stretch. That's pretty good.
Way good.
Especially this late in the season. Kyle grazes the rim on the second one. The rebound comes down inside to Bowen Davies, who has checked in here. Davies with the basketball right side, guarded by Sam Savulich. Picks up his dribble high, looking for some help. Gives it top of the arc, Bowen Davies. Davies will look to jab with it. Sends over left side to Robbie Yates. Yates with the basketball, going to send back up top. The fake from Palmer, looking to get it down inside to Castanedo. He turns and scores it for 2. Castanedo puts USUE up 10-9 now.
You'll see USU Eastern run that kind of baseline, just screens back and forth over and over again. Kind of their bread and butter. So we'll see how Badgers can adjust to that.
Bump and foul out front. McClure had possession. Max Toombs, who's played some really good basketball the last few weeks, is going to check in. Brock's going to get a breather here. First sub of the game here for the Badgers. And with the absence of Bron Roberts, we'll see for Snow College who is able to come out and contribute off the bench tonight. With this depth, the ball goes middle. Aaron Bliss gives Kyle. Lemke has it stripped down low. Kyle goes down to reach for it. It's loose. Picked up by Robbie Yates. Transition here for USUE as Palmer just tripped. Lost it. Max Toombs goes for it. We get a tie-up. Possession goes back to USU, or back to Snow. Excuse me. That'll be Badger basketball.
Yeah. Yes. Tip came back to you right there.
Snow students having some fun on the front row over there in the rowdy crowd. Badger basketball now, as Max Toombs will be the trigger man. Gets it into Sam Savulich. Sam on the left side. Pulls back to center court. Guarded by Castanedo. Goes left side, Aaron Bliss. Bliss picks up the dribble, gives to Savulich. Sam comes off the high screen, looks to attack. Adams now with it. Ball fake. Pump fakes into the three. Gives to Toombs, left corner. Toombs goes back. McCaden, right side. Savulich, his third three. Does he have another one in it? Yes, sir! Sam Savulich drills his third Douglas Dentistry triple of the first half, and the Badgers take a 12-10 lead, 9 from the sophomore guard that averages 9 per game.
Yeah, you talk about USU Eastern sits in that little zone and just has been exploiting that, and that Sam Silovich has. Just find open looks and hits them.
Jackson Rose going to check in next whistle. The fan favorite will sub in at the next break as the lay-in goes inside for Liam Davis. They're going to say inadvertent whistle. Yeah, inadvertent whistle. So that'll allow Jackson Rose to sub in. Kyle Lemke's going to take a seat. I'm wondering if Sean Feltz is under the weather tonight.
Yeah.
You kind of get that vibe as he's still in his warm-up T-shirt. He's dressed. Might be, in case of emergency type night tonight for Sean Feltz. Ball goes right side. McCaden Adams. Adams picks up the dribble high, gets it down low to Rose. It's deflected out of bounds by Castanedo, and it will stay Badger basketball here.
And we'll see how this adjusts with Jackson Rose playing. He doesn't get too much playing time throughout the year other than kind of burner time.
Late game situation.
I don't want to see it in a bad way.
Yeah, sure.
We want to see how that chemistry between all this team goes and everything like that. Practice every day, of course, but in the game situation, it can be a lot different. So we'll see how that adjusts over here tonight.
Tell you what, he had the dunk of the year against Slick. That was fantastic. Savulich, a 4-3. He's fouled on it and is going to get 3 free throws to the disbelief of Easton Duft. Didn't give him landing room, and that's going to give 3 free throws here for Sam, as we're now going to see Blake Barr enter the game for the first time tonight. After this media timeout, we'll take it. Are we going to keep it here? We're going to keep things here for this media timeout, as it is 13:59 to go here in half number 1.
We are all part of a team. Whether you are the quiet hero or the newest recruit, the steady anchor or the moral support, your team needs you. At Intermountain Health, Sanpete Valley Hospital, we want to be part of your team. Partner with us on your health and continue to be a game changer for your teammates.
My art is an expression of my identity. As an artist, my identity is everything. Every stroke I make depicts my purpose, and every signature brings my dreams to life. I am La Morena. With my style check-in account from Mountain America Credit Union, I can create with confidence, knowing I have built-in identity protection. This premium future lets me stay focused and bringing color to the world. Open a new checking account today. Make my style your lifestyle.
And we welcome you back on in. 12 apiece here. It's going to be 3 free throws for Sam Savulich. And he's already got 9 points on 3 made three-point shots. So they closed out well on him. It just closed out a little too hard. So 3 free throws for Savulich.
And you talked about it before. It's going to be interesting to see how this, what has been going on with Sean Feltz, if under the weather or what it may be, because he's been a key contributor for Badgers tonight. And another way the Badgers can come and play tougher and play something to improve here tonight.
Sam knocks down the first. Sam's not shot well at the line, just 45% on the year. And, that one was all but down. And that will make it still 13-12. He'll get one more here, Will Savulich. Sam's third free throw is no good. Fight for the offensive board. It ends up in the hands of Steven Bahati, who had a really good matchup last time out for USUE against Snow. It was a big Energizer bunny off the bench for them. Goes left side to Duff. Duff straight away gives back to Bahati. Bahati with the ball fake, sends it down low. Power dribble by Palmer. That's great basketball from Ike Palmer. And USUE's back up 14-13.
And they come out, Snow came out in the zone right there. And USU did a good job of just expanding it.
Sam feeling it. That 3 gets the soft bouncing in. 4 made threes from Sam Savulich. He deserves a free Douglas Dentistry teeth cleaning for how he's shooting the basketball here in the first half. Palmer, step back, mid-range 2, no. Rebound, James Rust, who just checked in. Rust gives right side to Savulich. Sam off the high screen, Blake Barr. Corner, Toombs, 3, no. Rebound inside to Bahati. Long outlet. Palmer runs the floor extremely well. To the rim, no. They call the foul, and it'll be 2 free throws for Ike Palmer. They're going to give this to Savulich. They sure are. So Sam will pick up the foul, his first. It'll be 2 shots here for Ike Palmer with 12:59 remaining here in the first quarter.
Yeah, good look with Max Toombs on the other end right there. Great look. No hesitation, just pulled through. Just couldn't quite get it to go right there.
First free throw drops. Aaron Bliss will return for the Badgers. He's going to give Jackson Rose a breather. Snow's got to be careful tonight. It appears that Sean Feltz is not available with an illness, and Bron Roberts, of course, out with a knee injury. Palmer goes 2 for 2 at the line, ties us at 16. Adam Grissom and all of his fro checking in. I was sick the first USU Eastern game, but I was over in Price a couple weeks ago. He had it in cornrows. He's letting them flow here tonight.
He's got to have the best hair in the conference.
Oh, there was zero question on that. Ball right side of Toombs. Max drives it inside to the 10. Great take from Max Toombs as he lays it up and in. Badgers back up 18-16. Much quicker pace to this one than the game over in Price, as that was a 26-23 game at halftime. Air ball inside, rebound to Russ. Badgers look to push. Toombs gets to Bliss. Right side, Aaron picks up the dribble, gives middle to James. Russ to the rim, no. Good rebound inside by Bowen Davies. Davies sends it over left side, back up into the hands of Duff. Duff will reset here for Utah State Eastern. Ball goes over on the left side to Kayan Turner, who also had a good game over in Price. The dribble drive, send back to Duff. Duff straight away with it, puts it on the floor. Sends back up top to Grissom. Grissom comes off the high screen, corner 3. Duff on the way, grazes the rim. Max Toombs tries to go get it. How they didn't call a foul there is beyond me, as Bahati just drug Toombs. Badgers possession anyway. Fit 3 for Savulich. Buckets from Sam. That's his 5th triple. He's got 16 of the 21.
Sam Savulich is filling it tonight. We talked about they need a player to step up, and Snow has had that from Sam Savulich here tonight.
Well, what if Coach May's former players, Jimmer Fredette, has his jersey retired on Saturday? Sam looking like him here in this first half. Davies inside out game. Gives it up top to the drive from Turner. He's bumped and fouled. It will be baseline out of bounds here for USUE. Crowd doesn't like it. I thought it was a foul.
Yeah, I agree as well.
That's based. Yeah, that was a foul.
And I will point out one thing you will not see tonight is the stats that James Russ puts up.
Oh,
but he is defender galore.
Badgers get lost on the inbound play. Bahati hits a wide open 3. 31% on the year for Sivan Bahati, as that cuts the lead back down to 2. Barr with it, right side to Max Toombs. Toombs going to drive it to the rim, up and in. Max Toombs, very similar drive that he had on his first make. And four. Right side with it, Castagnetto looking for some help. Gets it up to Turner. Turner right side back, Castagnetto. Looks to drive it, leading assist man for the Eagles at 4 per game. The double team comes low on Davies. Davies, shovel pass, Bahati, turnover. Toombs leads the break for Snow. Right side to McCaden Adams. Adams picks up the dribble, baseline, Savulich. Sam, oh, what a beautiful fake. The little runner in the lane for 2. It short. Wasn't a 3. That's why it didn't go in. Castagnetto heads the other way. 10:20 to go here in half number 1. Turner left side. Handoff Castagnetto off the high screen. The soft double comes. Turner, left wing 3, on the way, it's strong. Bahati, offensive rebound. Looks to take it at Barr. Push shot's no good. Rebound to Bliss. Aaron's hammered. They don't call it. Now a fight for a loose ball. We're going to get a timeout to USUE. Wow. Badgers getting hammered on boards. They're not calling it. We'll take the Central Valley Medical Center timeout and be right back.
Doesn't that sound relaxing? At Risk Managers, we want to help you always feel that relaxed. So when you hear this, or this, or this, you know that you're protected. Peace of Mind Insurance Solutions for individuals and businesses. so that you can always sit back and enjoy your drink.
Welcome back on in. It is 23-19, 9:59 to go here in the first half. If you're just joining us, Sam Savulich has 19 of the 23 for Snow, or is it 16 of the 23? 16 of the 23 for Snow College, as it'll be baseline out of bounds. Your two leading scorers in Brock McClure and McCaden Adams yet to score here today. Ball goes back up to Turner right side. Kayan going to send left side Liam Davis. Davis back up top to Castanedo. Castanedo with the left-hand dribble. Comes off the high screen. Badgers blitz it high. Castanedo sends left side. The dump down inside to Stoddard. Stoddard draws a double team. Sends up. Toombs just deflected it off his shoe. It'll stay. USU ball, just 7 on the shot clock. Kyle Lemke enters the game. Max will take a seat. Really good minutes for Max Toombs, an early candidate for our St. Pete Steel man of the game, making tough plays out there for the Badgers.
Yeah, and Stone College has been doing such a good job at trapping when they go in the post, not allowing them to get anything there. It's caused problems for USU Eastern.
Bliss deflects it. Adams picks it up. Transition for Snow. McCaden gathers, floats, missed it. Rebound fought for. Ends up with USUE out to Grissom. Grissom to the 10. They're going to call it travel as it goes back the other way. USUE really upset about the call, but it will be Badger basketball after the travel.
Not sure on the replay if it was travel either.
That's interesting. So 23-19, Snow leads it here. 9:29 to go before halftime. Some helter-skelter play from both sides as Blake Barr will bring it into front court here. Blake got a big Division I offer this week, which was great to see his hard work. But that's, again, shows the depth of this team. Guys are continuing to get looks. Lemke catches right side. Kyle puts it on the floor. Power dribble. Hook shot is short. Fight for the rebound. It comes down inside to Liam Davis. Davis leads the break other way. Badgers are just 3 for 9 on twos, but they're 5 for 8 from deep. Drive from Palmer now left side. Cut off, sends back up top. The drive from Davis. Liam Davis puts it on the deck. Back outside to Bahati. Bahati will jab, look to drive it inside. Gathers to the 10. Good dump off pass to Stoddard, and he's fouled. That was pretty clear. McCaden Adams shaking his head. Yeah, I got him pretty good on the wrist. That'll be 2 free throws now for Ethan Stoddard. 38% on the season for Stoddard.
And USU Eastern has done a good job here tonight when they've driven. They've got open looks, and I think that's what, if you're coach for USU Eastern, that's what you want right there.
First free throw drops for Stoddard. He's 2 for 2. So a 38% shooter starts the game off 2 for 2 on the game. And that drops there. 23-20, 8:51 to play here before halftime. Yeah, the subs should have came in after the made free throws. They get Robbie Yates and Ike Palmer back in. And Badgers will have it heading the other way.
And USU Eastern is going to stay in their 1-3-1 zone, so those corners to the Badgers, if they can find the shooters in the corners, they will have open looks here tonight.
Barr sends left side Adams. Dump down Aaron Bliss. Bliss power dribble. Draws a soft double out to Adams. McCaden rising for 3. Buckets. McCaden Adams with the Douglas Dentistry 3. Badgers back up 26-21. 8:30 to go. So Snow's matched their point total from the matchup in Price in the first half 3 weeks ago. Castanedo with it. Looks to cross over right side. Right corner drive from Liam Davis. Guarded by Lemke, goes middle to Stoddard. Back out Castanedo. Left side into the hands of Yates. Yates goes left corner now to Ike Palmer. Palmer just has it poked out by McClure, and Brock knew it was off Davis. Oh, Palmer, wow. These officials are going to have a conversation about it, and they do say Snow basketball here. Ike Palmer is beside himself, as Adams will send in and goes deep to McClure as they put some pressure on Sam Savulich. Ball goes left side, Adams. Pump fakes on the 3. Sidesteps. Another triple for McCaden. It does not hit the rim. A rare miss from Adams that badly as it comes out in transition now. McCaden got a piece of it, and then it ended up right back in the hands of Castanedo, and he laid it in. Impressive play from Isaac.
Yeah, good concentration right there and good finish there as well to go through that whole thing right there.
26-23, Badgers by 3. Savulich with it straight away. Sam's going to give right side, Aaron Bliss. Bliss with the basketball up high, has it poked away. They say that's off Aaron's knee. He cannot believe it. And now we'll go back to USUE. So both teams with some befuddled looks here in the first half.
One thing I would like to see Snow do is when they get the ball and swing the ball quick, that down low post man, short corner has been open with no backside help. I'd like to see if they rotate the ball fast and get over there.
And we got a clock issue.
I think
someone's got
blood right here.
Got some blood. Brock McClure. He's got a scratch somewhere. Probably going to have to. I think they give him 30 seconds to get worked on and get the blood off. If they can get it to stop bleeding, then he's good to check back in. If it's not within that time frame, they've got to make a substitution. So they're going to bring Max Toombs in as Brock continues to get worked on. Side out of bounds here for Robbie Yates. Guarded by Adams, looking for some help, gets it in Stoddard left side. Stoddard's going to hand it off into the hands of Isaac Castanedo. Castanedo right side dribble, picked up by Savulich now, gives to Palmer. Palmer swings left side, Yates. Corner pump fake from Liam Davis. Davis loses the basketball, it's a steal. Aaron Bliss has got it for the Badgers now into Sam Savulich. Sam to McCaden Adams right side. Adams looks to jab with it, spins off the move, gets into the lane. McCaden to the 10, has it taken away. Robbie Yates leads the break now, right side. And then Adams deflects it. He's saying off of Yates. They're going to say it stays with USUE. That entire sideline of Badger fans disagreeing with the call.
Looks like replay was off McCaden right there. Good call by him. Yeah, that interesting play by Caden Adams down there. Thought he had an open lane, maybe Aaron Bliss right there, but just errant pass.
Ball on the right side into the hands of Stoddard. Back up Palmer. Palmer jabs, looks to drive it. Has it deflected momentarily. Right side, Castanedo now dumps it down low. They're going to get Toombs with the foul. It's going to be team foul number 5 on the Badgers. Baseline out of bounds here for USUE. And we'll have our media timeout and be right back here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Snow TV.
Sanpete Steel in Moroni was founded in 1994 and is one of the major steel construction companies in the Intermountain West. Specializing in structural steel fabrication and assembly, Sanpete Steel's impressive portfolio includes the Hales Theater in Sandy and structures on the campuses of the University of Utah, BYU, and UVU. Sanpete Steel in Moroni, where their motto is done right and on time, at 685 East Main Street. Call today at 800-261-1026. That's 800-261-1026. Or go to sanpetesteel.com.
I thought there was only one way to do college. I knew I needed training to set me up for a great career, but I didn't have 4 years. Snow helped me discover that college doesn't have to be about sitting in classes, counting down the hours. They showed me a way to get the edge I needed, and fast. The best part was, with their low-cost programs and tuition assistance, I didn't have to go into debt. I was able to earn my certificate and start working right away. Snow College. This is college.
Welcome back on in. 26-23. Snow leads USU Eastern with 6:50 to go. Badgers have had a couple of bodies missing tonight. Sean Feltz not really feeling well, has not been able to play. And on top of that, Brock McClure went down with a shoulder injury and then had blood. So he's had to check out twice unexpectedly, and he is remaining out of the game at the moment, as it's Lemke, Bliss, Toombs, Savulich, and Adams. Baseline out of bounds here for USUE as Castanedo looks to send in. Going to send it over right side, deflected by Savulich, stays with USUE. Castanedo now brings it over on the right side for the Eagles. Gives it back up top to Ike Palmer. Palmer's going to look to attack off the dribble here. Guarded out front by Lemke. Spin move in the lane, gets in the paint. Palmer, good defense from Lemke, throws it away out of bounds to Snow. Heads up defense from Kyle Lemke.
And that's a tough guard for Kyle Lemke. Ike, get the last name right. Ike Palmer, excuse me.
Yeah.
Does a good job at getting through the lane and making things happen. So good defense by Lemke right there.
Savulich with it left side. Looks to attack off the dribble. Picks up dribble, gives straight away Adams. McCaden pumps, bounces it low. Aaron Bliss inside, takes it up for 2, blocked. Loose ball ends up in Palmer's hands. Palmer bounces it other side into the hands of Robbie Yates. Yates picks up the dribble, looking for Stoddard baseline, sends back to Palmer. Now straight away Castanedo. with 6:12 to go in the half. Badgers have not scored for 2.5 minutes. USUE hasn't scored in 2 minutes. We've been stuck at 26-23. Yates thought about the three, gives back Castanedo. Puts it on the deck. Blisk sticks his hands in there. That should be a tie-up, and it is. Possession stays with the Eagles, but just 8 on the shot clock here. James Rust will check in. Aaron Bliss will have a seat here for the final 5:50.
You talked about it earlier in the game, right when the game started, how important the Snow College defense is. We talked about a lot of their offense, how they can score and everything, but their defense has been so impressive in this game and throughout the year as well.
Castanedo looking to send in. Yates launches a tough three. Count it and one. McCaden Adams gets called for the foul, and I strongly disagree with that. You read McCaden. You probably could hear McCaden in our mics.
Yeah.
The guard kicked out. He kicked his leg out, Reggie Miller style. They call it on Adams.
You see that a lot in college basketball and NBA law is defenders going off their whole trace to go in the body. And we talk about it. We talked about it before 10. That should be offensive foul.
1,000%. That's a terrible call. McCaden, and that's massive because McCaden's picked up his second.
Yeah.
So that's a massive, massive call, and it's now free throws for Robbie Yates to give them the lead. He misses it. Rebound recovered by Stoddard. Second chance for USUE. Castanedo to the 10, up and in, lead back to the Eagles, 28-26. As Snow's a -5 in the boards tonight. That does not happen a lot, as they were plus, I think, 35 and 40 in their two previous matchups with Slick. It's been close. USUE, I believe, won one of the rebound battles in these matchups. They're a good rebounding team. Toombs corner three buckets. Max Toombs off the bench throws another Douglas Dentistry three. Lead back to the Badgers with 5:15 to play.
I'll say it's about rebounding. Snow College is out-rebounding teams per average 16 rebounds per game.
Yeah.
So that's a huge, huge thing that been the defect of the Badgers here tonight.
The Castanedo misses transition. Savulich, does he have a sixth in him? Buckets for Sam Savulich, his sixth. Douglas Dentistry three of the first half. And the Badgers on a 6-0 run, back up 4. What an answer.
Yeah, I was about to say the exact same. What a comeback. Goes down 2 to the USU East, trying for a tough offensive rebound. 2 threes back-to-back to give the Badgers the lead.
Rust guarding Palmer left side. Palmer looking to get it to Yates. Yates left wing takes that three, grazes the rim, rebound Toombs. Badgers will push here. Savulich, Jimmer range. No. A real heat check there from Sam Savulich. Would have been his 7th made 3 of the half. Castanedo blitzed high, splits through, sends it down low to Turner. Turner inside, stripped by Savulich. The baby hook from Stoddard does not go, and Turner just taps it right in. And we're going to get a delay of game warning here on USUE. It's not going to be a technical foul, but it is a delay of game warning on Turner. Jackson Rose is going to check in here for the Badgers with 4:10 to go before halftime. He's going to give Kyle Lemke a breather here. Badgers still up 2. Savulich, Barr, Rust, Toombs, and Rose. So just one starter out there right now for the Badgers. Savulich with it on the right side. Gets it to James Rust at the elbow. Sends, turnover. Castanedo gives left side to Yates. Yates will drive it. Good deflection from Sam Savulich. Badgers transition the other way. Sam to the 10. This is going to be an offensive foul. Coach May can't believe it. And for Sam, he's got 2 now. So the foul on a night where the Badgers don't have as many bodies as they're used to. Bench is starting to get real thin here with 3:48 remaining in the first half.
It's a tough one because do you keep – let's see who's subbing here.
They're going to bring in McCaden Adams. Sam's going to take a seat with the 2 fouls. McCaden does have the 2, though, so you got to be real careful here if you're Snow College. Guys with 2 fouls. I guess it's just Sam and McCaden. So, yeah. Left side goes over right side to Stoddard. Stoddard dumps it down low, sends it back up top into the hands of Yates. Yates going to move it back into the hands of Ike Palmer. Swing it left side, Castanedo down to Stoddard. Stoddard draws a soft double. Palmer straightaway 3. Buckets for USUE on the other side. Lead back to them now, 33-32. A game of runs to end the half.
And it went from not scoring for 3 minutes straight to all of a sudden scoring for 3 minutes straight.
You're right on with that. Rust goes left side. Max Toombs pumps on the 3. Gives back to Adams. McCaden jabs with it. Going to give to Blake Barr. Barr, right side, Adams. Pump fakes with it. Spins in the lane. Looking to spin again. Push shot. No. Jackson Rose offensive board, and he's fouled. A nice play from Jackson Rose. And the 52% free throw shooter will find himself, or a 50% free throw shooter will find himself at the Cache Valley Bank free throw line with 3 minutes to go here before halftime.
Yeah, and if you're Coach May, that's exactly what you want from Jackson Rose. Just get in there and get that offensive board up there and a chance to take the lead right here.
It's one of the emotional leaders of this team, a fan favorite. As he misses the first free throw, he'll get one more. When he checked in up at Slick, the Badger faithful that made the trip got to their feet, and then they were brought to their feet again by his poster jam. That was the dunk. There's been some good dunks this season. That was the dunk of the year for this squad. As Jackson, in and out on the second. A really good look on the second one, does not fall. USU East still leads it by a point here with 2:54 to go before halftime. The drive on the right side from Castanedo gives up top to Bahati. Now right side Palmer. Palmer bounces it low to Taylor. Taylor dumps to Stoddard. Stoddard inside. And McCaden Adams just picked up. They called travel. Everyone, including McCaden, was holding his breath. We all thought, that's number 3 on Adams, and it was risky. He was sticking in there. But they called the travel first, and that really benefits the Badgers here with 2:42 to play before halftime. Bliss will check in next whistle for Snow. Barr goes right side to Adams. McCaden gives back to James Rust. Rust goes right side Toombs. Toombs ball fakes with it, goes back up to Barr, left side to Adams. James Rust straight away with it. Looking to attack. Adams jabs, pump fakes, sends it corner. Blake Barr, 3, in and out. A good look. Rust fights for the offensive board, and he corrals it. Adams pumps, drives the lane, sends corner. Toombs for 3, strong. Rust another offensive rebound. Sends back to Adams. McCaden pumps, gets in the lane. Draws some contact, no call. Barr gets in the lane, right to the rim. A lot of contact, no call. Rust got it back. They're going to call a jump ball. This is unbelievable. Maybe I'm just in a bad mood because the Jazz got fined today, but my goodness, have not agreed with some of these calls as Jackson Rose is now going to sit.
Yeah.
And Aaron Bliss returns for the Badgers. Snow does keep possession on the jump.
Not a big fan. Didn't look like Jackson Rose ever really gained possession of the ball in the first place.
If anything, it's a strip, and he has the right to go back up with it. That's bizarre. Barr to trigger baseline here for Snow. He's going to send in left corner James Rust back to Blake. Barr draws a soft double. Rust going to move back up to McCaden Adams. 3 on the clock. Deep 3, McCaden. No. Rebound, Aaron Bliss. He's hammered on the board and is fouled. That'll just be team foul number 6. Last foul to give for the Eagles here with 1:47 to go.
And there was just the size for the Badgers out there. Aaron Bliss, 6'11", huge rebound out there and gets a foul call. Gets Snow another possession here. I think it's their 5th, counting the offensive rebounds they've gotten down here so far.
Keegan Caton enters the game. Keegan's had some good games this year. Hasn't played a ton in conference play, but going to get some run here. Didn't want Adams picking up another personal. Toombs, pump fakes on the left side, bounces up to Rust, right side Barr. Corner Caton, thought about the 3, picks up the dribble, looking for some help. It's deflected. Another Badger turnover. That's turnover at number 7. Left side with it is Turner. Turner looks to take it baseline, tries to reverse it, hits the ground hard. Out of bounds, last touch by Aaron Bliss. There was no contact on the drive. He just lost his balance as he went up. And, just came down hard. Wow. Glad he hopped up. That was a tough fall for Kayan Turner. Baseline out of bounds here for USUE. 1-point lead, 1:26 to go before the break. Davies in the post. Pounds inside. Draws a double. Sends it over. Pump fake from Grissom. Grissom into a deep 2, and it's good. Grissom's a shooter. That's his game. He makes the long 2. It's a 3-point lead now for USUE. Badger possession. Top of the arc, left side, Max Toombs. Toombs looks to drive it, gets in the paint, push shot for 2. Max Toombs, the second, that puts him at 9. I thought he was going to be at 10. That puts him at 9 for the Badgers. 35-34, under a minute to go before halftime. Castanedo, left side, looks to drive on Barr. Sends left corner into the hands of Bahati. Back up to Grissom. Grissom, down low, Davies. Spin move, hook shot does not fall. Bliss with a great rebound inside. Barr catches right side, 40 seconds to play before the break. Gives his left side to Toombs. Max drives. Push shot in the lane, 11 for Max Toombs. Great first half off the bench for Max. Badgers back up 1. It's been this whole second half of the first half, Austin. Run after counterpunch after counterpunch.
It's been back and forth all game long, and we'll see what's look here. They can hold for 1. Second differential between the game clock and the shot clock, so we'll see.
Castanedo with it left side, guarded by Barr. Comes off the high screen from Davies, splits the double team. Ball fake to the 10. They're going to call the foul. Max knew it, and it'll be 2 free throws here for the 81% shooting Isaac Castanedo. Sophomore from Provo will get a pair here with 7.2 on the clock. Chance to tie and then take the lead here for USUE.
And you watch the replay, Max does a good job of going straight up, but just at the very end, he kind of comes down over top. So good at first, bad finish, but either way, go to the line.
Needed to keep the vertical going.
Yes.
Yeah. First shot from Castanedo is good. Ties us at 36. Adams and Savulich check back in with 2 fouls apiece. Caton and Barr will sit. Figuring you got 7 seconds. Odds of them picking up a third foul being an offensive foul, very unlikely here.
Yeah.
Castanedo will get one more free throw. He's got 7 here in the first half. 5 assists for Castanedo, 4 assists for Mike Palmer. They've moved the ball really well. 37-36, Savulich with 6. With 5, 4, 3, with 2, and with 1. Sam rises for 3. It's well short, and that will take us to the halftime. USU Eastern 37, Snow College 36. We'll have our Snow College halftime show coming up next. You're tuned in to the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Snow TV.
For over 70 years, Cache Valley Bank has been a part of Utah's financial landscape with 23 branches across the state of Utah. Cache Valley Bank isn't just a bank. We're neighbors, partners, and your financial advisors.
Committed to building stronger communities one transaction at a time with secure and reliable solutions, whether it's buying a home, expanding your business, or simply managing your day-to-day finances.
Visit any of our locations in Ephraim, Mount Pleasant, Fairview, or Nephi. Cache Valley Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
This school year will be different.
This year, I'll do my assignments. On time.
I will listen to my teacher.
I solemnly swear.
I won't eat any glue.
I'll do my homework every night.
Every night.
Research? No problem.
School, I got this.
This year will be different. Visit Centracom.com to power your education with the best internet experience. Everyone succeeds with School to the Power of Centracom.
CO Building Systems in Ephraim manufactures a complete line of pre-engineered metal buildings of all sizes. Plus, they are your headquarters for custom metal roof and wall panels for your home or business, including all trim and accessories. All of their roof and wall panels are available in several gauges and over 20 different colors. For a free cost estimate or more information, contact CO Building Systems in Ephraim. 800-262-5347. That's 800-262-5347. Online at cobuildings.com.
I'm Dr. Brandon Beck, and I'm one of the general surgeons at Central Valley Medical Center. One of the best parts of my job as a general surgeon is to interact with a wide variety of people, and many of those people have experienced chronic conditions or painful things for many years, and there is nothing better than helping them to work through those conditions and to have an improved quality of life. I'm happy to be back in Utah at Central Valley Medical Center serving the people in our community.
Visits to the dentist cause great anxiety and fear in some people, further jeopardizing oral and overall health. This is Dr. Douglas. We not only deliver optimal dental care, we make you comfortable while we do it.
Douglas Dentistry's patients love listening to music or watching a movie during treatment. Some patients prefer nitrous oxide or laughing gas or conscious sedation.
Call Douglas Dentistry today, 283-3800. That's 283-3800. Find us on Facebook or click on douglasdentistryephrem.com.
The Snow College campus store has something for every member of the family to show their Badger pride. They have hoodies, mugs, car stickers, and more. Online students and parents can get in on the fun too, because now the campus store is online at store.snow.edu. Go there now for all of your Snow College apparel needs. Visit store.snow.edu. That's store.snow.edu.
A dramatic first half that sees USU Eastern with a 37-36 lead. It's been a dramatic day for the Utah Jazz. I'm very fired up about this. If you've been tuning into the whole broadcast, even the women's broadcast earlier, I have been very, very fired up about this today. But Vince Williams, who they got in the Memphis trade, just got ejected. So it's been a very dramatic day for the Utah Jazz.
Yeah, sure has.
Maybe they'll get fined for a guy claim he purposefully got ejected. If you can if the way the NBA is interpreting things right now, what
That's
a joke. Good news for the Jazz. Ace Bailey was named a Rising Star replacement. Probably should have been named one before.
Yeah.
But that's good news for the Jazz. So anyway, Badgers trail by 1 at the half. They've been a little bit short-handed tonight, Austin, and that's been, I don't want to say a problem for them because they are so deep, but it certainly had an impact on how the first half went.
Yeah, and they've had a big half from Sam Sulich, 6 for 9 from three-pointers. Got 19 points. But other than that, you have Max Sims 11. Other than that, though, the leading scorer is Caden Adams at 3. The scoring really only came from Sam Silvich and Max Sims, who's got 30 of the 36 points, which that kind of puts in perspective of what's been going on and everything. And I think one thing that I was noticing towards the end of the half as well is that USU Eastern has done a good job at making Snow College hold the basketball with their zone. They haven't been able to move the ball. When they have moved the ball, they've had open looks and got good threes, got to the rim and everything like that. But the USU Eastern has done a good job making Snow hold the ball and be complacent with the ball where they're at and everything. It's causing defense, allowing the defense to transition over faster and everything like that. And that's a hat tip to USU Eastern. But one thing that I think Coach May can improve on and help his team get that. And we know Snow College has come out in the second half, been a lot better team in the first half. But it's one of those things where USU Eastern got to be feeling good right now, and they got that energy continuing to fire back in the second half.
One thing the Badgers did not do well last Thursday was shoot free throws. They did not shoot well at the stripe in the first half, just 2 of 7. Snow made the 8 threes to USU Eastern's 4, and that's kind of the difference in the game at this point. It's what's keeping Snow alive is the three-point shot, specifically, as you mentioned, the 6 from Sam Savulich. Snow's a -3 on the boards. They have forced 3 more turnovers, which is a good thing. Looking at points off turnover, 6-5. Points in the paint, USUE 14-10 leads on that situation there. So fascinating to see. Snow does have the 11 points off the bench from Max Toombs, but that's the only contribution they've really gotten. I take that back. Blake Barr's got 5 assists, which is a fantastic number. Should have realized that from Blake, but Blake's running a good job. But when you are thinner, those opportunities for bench players become a little bit less and less.
Yeah. You see James Russ, 4 rebounds, 2 offensive, 2 defensive right there. So things like that Snow College just improvements, and you miss Bronner Roberts and you miss Sean Feltz, You miss those guys who come in, get offensive rebounds, and Sean Feltz has been shooting the ball very well this year for Snow College as well. So one of those things where you got to have someone step up, and if you're Snow College, you talk about it before the game. If you're that good of a team, team 3 times, this is where you can prove it that you can go deep, you can win games like this, and make a big difference.
Your score is 37-36 in favor of Utah State Eastern. And again, despite Snow beating this team twice, when you look at how these games have gone, this isn't entirely surprising given what USUE. How they play, even though they gave up 37 points in the first half, they held Snow 41% from the floor. Snow shot better from 3 than they did from 2, and that's a real testament to the toughness that USUE brings each and every night. So we'll take another break here on our halftime show. Coming up, some keys to the second half. We'll be right back here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Snow TV.
We are all part of a team. Whether you are the quiet hero or the newest recruit, the steady anchor, or the moral support, your team needs you. At Intermountain Health, Sanpete Valley Hospital, we want to be part of your team. Partner with us on your health and continue to be a game changer for your teammates.
My art is an expression of my identity. As an artist, my identity is everything. Every stroke I make depicts my purpose, and every signature brings my dreams to life. I am La Morena. With my style check-in account from Mountain America Credit Union, I can create with confidence, knowing I have built-in identity protection. This premium feature lets me stay focused and bringing color to the world. Open a new check-in account today. Make my style your lifestyle.
Doesn't that sound relaxing? At Risk Managers, we want to help you always feel that relaxed. So when you hear this, or this, or this, you know that you're protected. Peace of mind insurance solutions for individuals and businesses so that you can always sit back and enjoy your drink.
Sanpete Steel in Moroni was founded in 1994 and is one of the major steel construction companies in the Intermountain West. Specializing in structural steel fabrication and assembly, Sanpete Steel's impressive portfolio includes the Hales Theater in Sandy and structures on the campuses of the University of Utah, BYU, and UVU. Sanpete Steel in Moroni, where their motto is done right and on time at 685 East Main Street. Call today at 800-261-1026. That's 800-261-1026. Or go to sanpetesteel.com.
I thought there was only one way to do college. I knew I needed training to set me up for a great career, but I didn't have 4 years. Snow helped me discover that college doesn't have to be about sitting in classes, counting down the hours. They showed me a way to get the edge I needed, and fast. The best part was with their low-cost programs and tuition assistance, I didn't have to go into debt. I was able to earn my certificate and start working right away. Snow College. This is college.
If you've ever ridden an ATV, you know how much fun they are. They're helpful for small jobs, too. Our credit union is your first stop for an ATV loan. Since we're member-owned and not-for-profit, it's a smart stop to make.
Utah Heritage Credit Union, your local credit union. Federally insured by NCAA. Online at utahheritagecu.org.
Kind of a fun thing here. It's our Snow College halftime show, so naturally we're going to recognize some more Snow athletes. The men's and women's soccer teams being recognized here at the half. Both had some spectacular seasons, and so much so that head coach Jack Larder has been hired by Utah Valley University to be their next head coach. So a big shout out to Coach Jack, who's done excellent things with that men's soccer program here at Snow. Very, very good on that front. Snow volleyball also being recognized as they had a good season. They made it to the national tournament this season. So your wife, an alum of Snow College volleyball. So, they had a great fall. Sports across the board had really good seasons this year.
Hopefully we can continue on with winter.
That's right, these winter sports, and when you got the number one team in the country on the men's side of basketball, that is doing a good thing, keeping it up. The women are close to clinching a spot at the conference tournament, which would be big for them to get there. So kind of a younger group, just a couple sophomores on that women's team. But no, for this Badger team, when you're the number one team in the country, the expectations that come with that are very high, and for good reason.
No, you're exactly right. And I think this Snow College team really embraces that as well. I think they like playing with that, as Joe Mazzulla say, playing with the red dot on their head for it. They like seeing the red dot on their head and everything. They like proving that they are the number one team. I mean, they go to CSI, they get beat by 5-6 points. It's one of those things where they wanted to prove they could get back, and they got back for CSI. And here tonight versus USU Eastern, you see on screen right now, USU Eastern 6-4 in conference. I think 2 losses to Snow and 2 losses to CSI, I believe. So 2 top teams lost to, and then 19-6 overall, which USU's a good team. And tonight with Snow College being down 2 players, it's been a huge difference. And so one of those things that really Snow wants to come out here and prove who they are and what they can do.
About 4 minutes to go before we get you to our second half. Let's take a break. We'll get you keys to the second half coming up next. You're tuned in to the Snow College Halftime Show right here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Snow TV.
For over 70 years, Cache Valley Bank has been a part of Utah's financial landscape with 23 branches across the state of Utah. Cache Valley Bank isn't just a bank. We're neighbors, partners, and your financial advisors.
Committed to building stronger communities one transaction at a time with secure and reliable solutions, whether it's buying a home, expanding your business, or simply managing your day-to-day finances.
Visit any of our locations in Ephraim, Mount Pleasant, Fairview, or Nephi. Cache Valley Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
So you're all moved in. How's your new roomie?
Oh, she's cool. She's also a biology major.
Oh, that's great. You guys can help each other stay on top of homework.
I just hope the classes aren't hard. I'm kind of scared based on what I've heard.
You'll do great, I'm sure. We're proud of you.
Aww.
You ready to go?
Who's that?
Gotta go, Mom. Have a dorm meeting in 2 minutes. Love you.
Hello? Hello? Who was that?
Centricom Fiber, because you don't just need internet.
you need good internet.
CO Building Systems in Ephraim manufactures a complete line of pre-engineered metal buildings of all sizes. Plus, they are your headquarters for custom metal roof and wall panels for your home or business, including all trim and accessories. All of their roof and wall panels are available in several gauges and over 20 different colors. For a free cost estimate or more information, contact CO Building Systems in Ephraim. 800-262-5347. That's 800-262-5347. Online at cobuildings.com.
As a urologist, my job includes treating kidney stones, diagnosing, treating prostate cancer, and other disorders of the urinary system. Here at CVMC, specialists and primary care physicians all work very closely together.
As a family physician, being able to have continuity of care and direct relationships with our specialists is something we're very fortunate to have here.
I'm Dr. David Sewell, board-certified urologist. I'm proud to provide state-of-the-art care here at Central Valley Medical Center.
Visits to the dentist cause great anxiety and fear in some people, further jeopardizing oral and overall health. This is Dr. Douglas. We not only deliver optimal dental care, we make you comfortable while we do it.
Douglas Dentistry's patients love listening to music or watching a movie during treatment. Some patients prefer nitrous oxide or laughing gas or conscious sedation.
Call Douglas Dentistry today, 283-3800. That's 283-3800. Find us on Facebook or click on douglasdentistry.ephraim.com.
The Snow College campus store has something for every member of the family to show their Badger pride. They have hoodies, mugs, car stickers, and more. Online students and parents can get in on the fun too, because now the campus store is online at store.snow.edu. Go there now for all of your Snow College apparel needs. Visit store.snow.edu. That's store.snow.edu.
We are all part of a team. Whether you are the quiet hero or the newest recruit, the steady anchor or the moral support, your team needs you. At Intermountain Health, San Pete Valley Hospital, we want to be part of your team. Partner with us on your health and continue to be a game changer for your teammates.
Welcome back on in. Second half about to get underway. Some keys, Austin, here to the second half for the Badgers to, and regaining the lead. I don't think is going to be an issue, but maybe extending themselves a little bit more in the second half.
I think you got to look at the board total. We talked about it during the first half. Snow has been averaging out-rebounding opponents by 6. Right, I want to make sure I get that number right. It was a huge number, so I want to make sure I get it right. 16 rebounds per game, and tonight they're down 3. So I think rebounding for the Badgers is going to be a huge thing.
USU Eastern basketball to start. Sam Savulich's career high is 25. He had 19 in the first half, so something to keep an eye on there. Offensive foul, and Brock McClure grimacing at his shoulder. That's the same one he hurt in the first half as he comes back the other way. Going to stay in the ball game, but he is wincing.
Yeah, he looks pain.
Yeah. It landed on it awkwardly in the first half, then got a cut on his head. It was a rough first half for McClure. Adams with it, picks up the dribble, goes to Brock right side. SWAC player of the week last week. Ball deflected out of bounds, and Brock has not scored, but he does grab. He only played 7 minutes, least amount of minutes of the starters. Will be baseline out of bounds here off the deflection. Snow College possession. Savulich looking to send it in. Going to send it back to Brock. Brock right side to McCaden Adams. Adams ball fakes. Picks up the dribble, goes Sam, pump fake. Savulich surveys on the right side, draws a soft double, will reset. 4 on the clock, deep 3 for Sam, does not hit the rim, and no possession for USU, which that probably benefits Snow more, but it'll be side out of bounds now for the Eagles.
Yeah, you'd love to see maybe Sam step in that a little more with 4 seconds left of the shot clock. We talked about at halftime, and I think that was another key game I want to get to, is Snow College moving the ball fast. When they're holding the ball, they haven't gotten offense flowing and everything like that. So we'll see if they can get that going here in the second half.
Possession to the Eagles straight away with it. Liam Davis on the left side, guarded by Lemke. Kyle with the basketball on the left side, gives to Palmer, left wing, guarded by Brock McClure. Palmer's going to drive it inside, power dribble, step back jumper for 2. It's no good. Ball tapped out, offensive rebound Stoddard. Stoddard going to put it on the floor, turn into Bliss. Hook shot goes. for Ethan Stoddard. It's now a 3-point lead. That matches the largest lead of the game for USU Eastern.
I'll say Ethan Stoddard comes in at 6'8", but he plays a lot bigger than that.
Adams, corner three, nobody's fouled. Palmer's beside himself. Dude, you hit him on the elbow. It's an easy call, and McCaden Adams is now going to get 3 free throws at the Cache Valley Bank free throw line. Scoreboard tonight is brought to you by Utah Heritage Credit Union, your local credit union with offices in Moroni, Mount Pleasant, Ephraim, Gunnison. Proud to support Snow College. Go see our good friend Greg Sterner for all your loan questions, financial questions. Greg will be on the call with me tomorrow for 3A playoff basketball in the state of Utah as Adams hits the first of 3. That game will be right here on KMTI, not on Snow TV for obvious reasons. Second one drops for McCaden. Good to see McCaden get going maybe at the free throw line. He only had 3 at the break. He's now got 5. Chance to get to 6 with this free throw. And it drops. McCaden Adams, 39 apiece here with 18:41 remaining in the ball game. Left side with it, or bringing it across. Eisen Castanedo gives it over right side. Back to Castanedo, left side. Isaac straight away with it again now. Swings left side to Liam Davis. Davis goes Castanedo, puts it on the deck. Looks to get to the 10. Denied by Lemke, but a foul. Andrew May doesn't like it. It'll be 2 free throws for USUE, and for Kyle Lemke, that's foul number 2. And it'll be 2 free throws here for USUE.
Yeah, tough call there. Lemke's in a kind of rough spot, loses the ball underneath and everything, but we'll see if USU convert.
First free throw drops for Castanedo. He'll get one more with 18:23 to go in the ball game. Lead back to 1 for USU Eastern. Make it 2. Castanedo's had a very good game. 10 points, 5 assists, and no turnovers. That's pretty good numbers from a starting point guard.
He does. He averages 10 points a game, so he's right around his average for the game.
McClure, right side, goes middle Lemke. Kyle sees an opening to the 10. Good, strong take. Kyle Lemke with the deuce, and the Badgers tie it back up at 41. Sam with some token pressure out front. They give it right side into the hands of Robbie Yates. Yates goes top of the key, Castanedo. Badgers in a man-to-man defense here. Palmer guarded by McClure right side. Jabs on Brock, gets into the paint, turns, shoots, misses, rebound Aaron Bliss. It's deflected, but Adams right there to recover. Long outlet Lemke, and it's a touchdown pass. How is that not a foul? Kyle gets hammered inside. Baseline out of bounds to the Badgers.
Yeah, I wonder if because got.
I think the ball was blocked cleanly first,
yeah.
But he took a shot to the back of the head. Yeah. As the ball comes into Aaron Bliss now, goes Sam, left corner, Savulich takes it baseline. Good control by Sam. They say he steps on the end line out of bounds. Sam frustrated, I think, more with himself than anything. It'll be USU Eastern basketball here. As Yates gets it into Castanedo. Really good ball game for the point guard, Isaac Castanedo. Looks to come right side to Palmer. Palmer catches right side, gives to Castanedo down low. Trying to post, now decides to back out. 14 on the clock. Castanedo drives, runner in the lane, no. Bliss fights for the board, rebound, McCaden Adams. Adams pushes right side for the Badgers. Looks to attack off the dribble. McCaden gets in the lane, dumps it to Brock. McClure missed it, got his own board, and is fouled. And Brock McClure is going to shoot a pair of free throws with 17:05 to go. Brock, the 75% foul shooter, will now find himself at the Cache Valley Bank free throw line.
Yeah, we'll see if that shoulder he's been kind of bugging with it will affect this at all. It's his left shoulder, which is good, but still, like I see him, you like to see him make these baskets right here.
Four boards for McClure. He has not scored yet until now as he hits the first of 2 free throws with 17:05 remaining in the ballgame. And Coach May having a conversation with Sam and McCaden here right near us as McClure gets one more free throw. Brock misses it. Lemke fights for it. Out of bounds. It'll be USUE ball. Kyle doesn't like it. We'll head back to Golden Eagles. Just the Eagles. Badgers 6 for 12 of the line tonight.
I was about to ask you what it was.
It's not good, I'll tell you that.
I saw 2 for 7 in the first half. I was curious what it ended up being.
And I should say 4 of 5 here in the second half, so they're doing better. You'll take that all day. But the 6 for 12 for the game's not good. As Stoddard drives it inside-out game. Great extra pass. Palmer, corner 3, no. Rebound Adams. McCaden now brings it across right side. Badgers with a 1-point lead. McCaden gets into the paint, sends it to the corner. Savulich, quick trigger three, bucket. 7 threes for Sam Savulich. And the Badgers make it a 4-point lead, 22 from Sam.
Sam has been out of his mind today, three-pointer. Huge threes, back-to-back always.
Ball moves left side to Liam Davis. Now into the hands of Stoddard. Free throw line extended, back up Yates. 3 on the way, no. Rebound fought for Palmer. Out battles McClure, dumps it low to Stoddard to the rim. No good defense inside. Aaron Bliss has been excellent defensively here in the second half. Adams pumps up with it, gives back to Savulich. Sam will reset for the Badgers, up Kyle Lemke. Lemke holds high for Snow, gives back to Sam. Now Adams left wing with it. McCaden goes middle to Kyle. Power dribble for Lemke, gives McClure. The runner in the lane, up and in. Brock McClure, a little Mike Conley runner there for 2, and the Badgers have now scored 8 in a row to make it 47-41.
Yeah, huge comeback here for Snow.
Timeout to USU Eastern. We'll take it. It's a Central Valley Medical Center timeout on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Snow TV.
My art is an expression of my identity. As an artist, my identity is everything. Every stroke I make depicts my purpose, and every signature brings my dreams to life. I am La Morena. With my style check-in account from Mountain America Credit Union, I can create with confidence, knowing I have built-in identity protection. This premium future lets me stay focused and bring color to the world. Open a new checking account today. Make my style your lifestyle.
Welcome back on in. 47-41 timeout to USUE. The Badgers on an 8-0 run. Really, it's an 11-2 run over the last 3.5 minutes. Snow's doing it, not shooting great from the three-point line, just 1 for the last 6, but that's a good sign, being more aggressive, taking it to the basket, because they did struggle more so inside in the first half. Austin, they were great from 3 and then struggled from the inside the arc, and they've been very good inside the arc here in the second half.
Yeah, and they've done a better job at swinging the ball, getting the ball inside and out. You see right there in the last possession, Kyle Lemke caught the ball at the high post. Saw, I want to make sure I get the name right. Excuse me. Brock McClure cut and is just perfect.
Miss inside. Toombs comes away with it. Well, Lemke blocked it. Didn't realize that. Adams gives back to Toombs, who's checked in. Toombs had 11 at the break. Dumps low Kyle. Kyle for 2. He's fouled, and Lemke's going to get a pair of free throws here with 15-17 to play in the ball game.
Kyle Lemke tonight, only 1 point, I believe.
He's got 3.
3, excuse me. Free throws last time. Excuse me. I remember.
He made his first point was a free throw.
But he has played great tonight for the Badgers. Defensively and offensively, you see him get going even more confidence here in the second half.
First free throw drops. One more for Lemke. Badgers by 7. Make it 8. 2 for 2 at the line for Kyle Lemke. Badgers 6 of 7 at the line. Here with 15-13 to play in the ball game. Snow on a 10-0 run. It was 41-39. Badgers have D'd up and made great plays offensively. There's another steal. Toombs leads the break. Savulich thought about the 3. No look to Adams. What a bullet. But then McCaden missed it. It's knocked out of bounds by USUE. I don't think McCaden was expecting that. No. That was such a bullet from Sam Savulich.
It's a great pass. Blinken, you missed that one right there. And I thought Sam Savulich was going to pull up for that 3. The way he's been shooting tonight, but great look down low. McCaden just couldn't quite finish it, but Snow retains possession here, up 8.
Baseline out of bounds here for Sam, looking to send in. Right side Toombs, corner Adams. McCaden pumps, guarded out by Turner. Gives to Bliss, out to Sam. Thought about the 3. Savulich will drive. The teardrop, good. Sam Savulich able to knock it down for the Badgers, 51-41. And with that, Sam's a point away from tying his career high. Castanedo left side. Gives it to Turner. Turner looking for the cutter, Bahati. Bahati in the paint, spin, turnaround 10-footer, no. Rebound Bliss. Badgers push the other way. Savulich now with it for Snow College. Sam gives to Aaron High. Bliss right side to Toombs. Max back up top, Adams with it. McCaden goes to Toombs right wing. Max will drive, pull-up jumper, he's fouled. Count it, and 1! Max Toombs. He's had a whale of a game off the bench. Continues to be a candidate for our St. Pete Steel Man of the Game. What a shot from Max.
Yeah, what a run by Snow College. Tied 41-41 about 2 minutes ago. Now you see here a 14-0 run and a chance to go 15-0 to really push the lead for the Badgers.
Here in the second half, it's 17-4 for Snow.
Jeez.
And USUE is 1 for 9 from the floor in the second half as Toombs completes the three-point play. Badgers extend the lead to 13, a game-high 13-point lead for Snow. Castanedo. Badgers set up in a 2-3 zone here. Ball goes middle. Palmer, that's his spot. They left him off the fake, and Palmer knocks it down.
It's perfect. Exactly what you want for Palmer, no one there.
That's how you beat a zone, too. That's Ike's spot. He's got Debansa mid-range skill. As Toombs comes off the high screen, spins off of it, looks to attack off the dribble, gets in the lane. The runner is wild. No, they're going to call the foul on USUE. They call it on Turner. I'm not sure if they'll say on the rebound, so it's a loose ball foul. I was going to say it definitely wasn't on the shot. Media timeout. Let's take it. We'll be right back here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Snow TV.
Doesn't that sound relaxing? At Risk Managers, we want to help you always feel that relaxed. So when you hear this, or this, or this, you know that you're protected. Peace of mind insurance solutions for individuals and businesses so that you can always sit back and enjoy your drink.
Sanpete Steel in Moroni was founded in 1994 and is one of the major steel construction companies in the Intermountain West. Specializing in structural steel fabrication and assembly, Sanpete Steel's impressive portfolio includes the Hales Theater in Sandy and structures on the campuses of the University of Utah, BYU, and UVU. Sanpete Steel in Moroni, where their motto is done right and on time, at 685 East Main Street. Call today at 800-261-1026. That's 800-261-1026. Or go to sanpetesteel.com.
Gone in 54-43. Badgers with an 11-point lead here. Snow is on a 18-4 run to start this quarter, or the second half, excuse me. As the ball comes in, it's tipped. Aaron Bliss recovers it. Right side, Adams. McCaden sends deflected out of bounds. Badger basketball trying to get it in the corner to Max Toombs here with 13:37 remaining.
Yeah, good look there. That's where Badgers found a lot of successes in the corner, shooting that three ball.
Toombs, killer crossover. Thought about the step back three. Now gets it to Blake Barr. Barr straight away with it. Left side, Adams. McCaden looks to drive it baseline. He's cut off. 3 on the clock. Tough to foul, and it's going to be 2-shot. Adam Grissom's complaining about it, but you didn't give him anywhere to land. That's such an emphasis in basketball today. You got to give guys places to land. And now McCaden will go back to the Cache Valley Bank free throw line.
And it was a good move by McCaden. Adams step back, and I think McCaden does a great job at causing that contact in the air. He doesn't fade away as much as you think he does, and so he does a great job of causing that contact. It's just always scary when you don't want to roll an ankle.
Yes. A la Zaza and Kawhi. The NBA, the basketball changed forever that day as McCaden Adams misses the first. He'll get one more. James Rustle checked in next whistle. Adams 0 for 2, a rare 0 for 2 from Adams at the stripe. Bahati left side with it, spins out of it. Blake Barr stuck his paw in there. It's a steal. Badgers have a fast break opportunity. Barr goes right at the rim. It's going to be an offensive foul. Yeah, Blake extended his arm. That was an easy call for the official to make. And Blake's going to pick up the personal. Heads back the other way. You don't see anyone complaining about that.
No, ref had a good angle on it too right there.
Very good view,
next to him, so.
James Rust will check in. Adams will get a breather. I'd imagine McCaden does not sit terribly long as Blake Barr suddenly has 3 fouls. I did not realize that. So McClure is going to check in next whistle. The drive from Castanedo, a steal. Kyle Lemke picks it off. Rust goes to Barr, back to James. Rust sends out Bliss. Aaron will try a three-pointer. It's no good. Rebound inside to Grissom. Castanedo left side, Taylor. Taylor looks to spin in the lane. Lost his footing for a moment. Sends back up top Grissom. Now right side, Bahati will drive it. Spin move on Lemke. Sends it inside to Davies. Davies on the post. Sends corner. Good closeout by James Rust. Shovel pass to Davies. Power dribble. The double comes. The miss inside. Beautiful defensive possession for Snow College. Barr with it on the right side. Blake lobs in Lemke. Perfect catch and score. The pass, the catch, and the finish for Kyle Lemke.
And I've been really impressed with Kyle Lemke recently. The way he's stepped up huge in so many games late here in the season, and he's really feeling it and really feeling himself as well.
Blake Barr's got 7 assists. Kyle's got 7 points now. Ball goes inside to Davies. Guarded up top. Mahadi now drives it. It's got to be a travel. I guess the ball was stripped. It doesn't matter. Badgers come away with it. Barr on the right side. Blake looks to attack. 15-foot jumper. Good. Blake Barr rewarded with the 2. He's been so unselfish all night with the 7 assists. And Blake Barr able to knock down the jumper. Badgers a game-high 15-point lead. Grissom with it over on the left side. Blake Barr's career high is 8 assists. So we might have a couple career highs tonight. Toombs going to get called for the foul. For Max, that is going to be his second personal.
Snow College on a, I want to say, make sure to get their run right.
22-4.
Just in the second half?
Yes.
Which is pretty
the whole
crazy.
22-6 for the half, I guess. But
it's a pretty crazy run by Badgers. Come out hot in the second half.
Dump down inside the miss. Badgers get it back again. Rust gives left side to Adams. Toombs pumps. Will shoot the corner 3. It's no good. Rebound. Brock McClure, the one-handed board. Sends it back up top to Blake. Barr sends it down low. What a no-look pass. Ties his career high 8 assists. James Rust lays it up and in. Badgers come, or USU comes the other way. I thought they were going to call a timeout. They do not call the timeout. Kind of weird. Ball up top. Toombs hounding. Ball goes into the hands of Taylor. Taylor with the basketball. Recovers with 8. Takes the jumper and hits it. A tough shot from Kay and Taylor. It's a 3. We got to get the net fixed here as McClure rips it down.
And it's a huge shot there to hopefully get Utah State Eastern going right here. Snow has played defense so well here in the second half, though. USU Eastern has not been able to get anything going whatsoever.
Barr gives up top to Rust. It's back to a 14-point game after that make. Toombs comes off the high screen. Moves it corner, James. Rust will drive to the basket. Good take from James Rust, and he lays it up and in. What a second half for Rust. He's got 4 and 5 boards.
We talked about him. He won't put up crazy numbers, but what he does is so important for the Badgers.
He's Royce O'Neal, in my opinion. That's literally the comp for James Rust. He's not going to score a lot, but, man, he's going to do a lot of good things for you. Ball goes to Castanetto. Corner, pump fake, sidestep 3. No good. A good contest by Rust. The save-in goes right to Jackson Rose. Rust gets to Barr right side. Badgers can push this to 18 or 19. McClure thought about the 3, puts it on the deck. Open 3, Toombs. Buries it! Matt Toombs with a 3. It's a timeout to USU Eastern. The Badgers find themselves up 19. We'll take it and be right back.
I thought there was only one way to do college. I knew I needed training to set me up for a great career, but I didn't have 4 years. Snow helped me discover that college doesn't have to be about sitting in classes, counting down the hours. They showed me a way to get the edge I needed, and fast. The best part was with their low-cost programs and tuition assistance, I didn't have to go into debt. I was able to earn my certificate and start working right away. Snow College. This is college.
My name is Jared Livingston. I grew up in Sanpete County, Utah. I remember going down to the feed company back in the little offices there, got my first loan through Utah Heritage Credit Union, and ever since then fell in love with the personal atmosphere that you get with a local credit union. Been there ever since I was a little kid to today, whether we're dealing with an auto loan or just cashing a check, they're right there every time we need them.
Welcome back on in. 65-46 Badgers. Largest lead of the game, now at 19. In the second half, they've outscored USUE 29-9. That's pretty good math. That favors Snow heavily.
Yes, it does. Snow College kind of struggled in that first half, but this half they've really caught fire. Everyone is catching fire. We talked about it so much. Talk about going into half. how Sam and Max Toombs were the only ones that had double-digit scoring. So now you look at it, and people are starting to light up the board all around.
Yeah.
Three-pointers. Max Toombs caught fire. Sam Toombs just stays consistent. Blake Barr has done a good job of getting in, finding his assists, 8 assists so far in the game right now. It's just been an all-around effort from Snow to continue to think, to push things, and continue to be able to make things happen all around for him.
Badgers, by the way, it was 50% the first half for USUE, down to 21% here in the second half. 50 from 3, 25 from 3 here in the second half. So Snow's defense has clamped down as the ball gets skipped over to the right side. The dump down low. Power dribble from Davies, trying to get it in. It hangs on the rim forever, does not go. Rebound comes down out to Yates. Deep three, Turner. That sides off the backboard, hits Toombs in the face, and then Max is going to pick up the foul. And that'll be 3 on Max Toombs. I'm going to call 2 shots on this. So 2 shots for Palmer with 9:27 remaining. As Max is going to sub out. Whale of a game for Max. 17 points, 3 rebounds, 3 steals for Max Toombs as McCaden Adams enters.
Yeah, and Max Toombs might not be too happy about his 4 fouls, but he is really lighting up the scoreboard for the Badgers here tonight. I think he has 17 points, which is huge. Second leading scorer in the entire game, not just for Snow. So free throw drop, 65-48, 13 for Ike Palmer. He's 4 for 4 at the stripe. 13, 5, and 4 from Palmer. He's playing with 3 fouls, though. Barr with the basketball right side, drives it in the lane, sends out Adams. 3 on the way, no. Offensive board tipped. Badgers let it go out of bounds. It'll stay Badger basketball. 20 on the fresh 20 on the shot clock here. Good look by McCaden Adams. Just hasn't had the same stroke as he's normally had here tonight as per normal. 1 for 7, 1 for 4 at the three-point line, and he's 2 for 4 at the free throw line here tonight. Or 3 for 5, excuse me. Ball goes to McClure. Brock sends out. Rust for 3. Buckets! James Rust. He's been our Sanpete Steel man of the game in a game he didn't score. Well, tonight he's got 7 and 5. Massive night for James. McClure hounding up front. Ball goes right side to Palmer. Palmer drives deflected. Rust the deflection. It's loose. McClure gets on the ground with it. Turner's going to call the timeout with 8:38 to go. We'll take it. It's a Central Valley Medical Center timeout. We'll be right back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Snow TV.
For over 70 years, Cache Valley Bank has been a part of Utah's financial landscape with 23 branches across the state of Utah. Cache Valley Bank isn't just a bank. We're neighbors, partners, and your financial advisors.
Committed to building stronger communities one transaction at a time with secure and reliable solutions, whether it's buying a home, expanding your business, or simply managing your day-to-day finances.
Visit any of our locations in Ephraim, Mount Pleasant, Fairview, or Nephi. Cache Valley Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
My parents know nothing about gaming. I told them we needed Centricom Fiber because it's by far the fastest and most reliable internet speeds.
Hey bud, dinner's ready. Time to turn off the game box.
Alright, this round's almost over.
These days, kids do a lot of their homework online. They talk to their teachers, they receive assignments, and they do research, all from our kitchen table. That's why I chose Centricom Fiber Internet. They have the fastest and most reliable connection, so my kids can stay on top of their schoolwork.
Badgers with a 20-point lead, their largest of the game. They've outscored USUE 32-11 in the second half. We got 8:38 to go. USUE's down to 2 timeouts left. Snow has not spent 1 tonight. And I think that speaks a lot of volumes to how this team operates, the confidence they have in themselves, right? What was it? Coach Chuck Daly did not want to take a timeout during the Olympics in 1992. That was the team goal, to never have to take a timeout. And that hasn't been Snow this full season, but they've not had to take one yet tonight, even with some adversity. Jackson rolls the deflection, ends up with Barr. Blake looks to head the other way for Snow College. Hezzy dribble, killer crossover, dumps it to Jackson. Power dribble inside, extra pass to Rust for 3. Good! 10 points off the bench from James Rust, a career high for the Badger. As the Snow leads it now by 23. Rust's previous career high was 9, and he's now got 10. Snow has blown this wide open. Backdoor, Taylor with a nice jam off the give from Davies. Nice dish and dunk for USUE. Barr gives to Adams left side. McCaden going to give up top. Jackson Rose. Rose backdoor look for McClure, and he lays it up and in. A great assist from Jackson Rose as Brock McClure puts the Badgers up by 23.
They've done so good at moving the ball the second half and making things happen. Everyone has been in the game, getting buckets and also passing the ball around so well.
Ball left side, bump and foul on Jackson Rose. Jackson knows it, puts up the one. He knows he picked up the personal. 73-50, 7:31 to go. The second half for the Snow team, 13 of 20 from the floor, 65%, 4 of 6 from deep at 66%. Jackson Rose will check out as Kyle Lemke will return here with 7:31 to go.
It's been a lot better second half here for Snow all around.
Davies catches left side. Gets it over to Easton Duff. Duff guarded by Barr left side. Into the hands of Palmer. Palmer puts it on the deck. Loses it. Out of bounds. Badgers say it's theirs. James Rust again with the deflection.
He's everywhere, it seems like.
Blake Barr comes across the timeline for the Badgers. Gives to Adams right side. McCaden. Blake looks to jab with it. Gives it to McCaden. Playing hot potato here with Barr. They go middle. McClure, the push shot in the lane for two. It's no good. Lemke taps it. Ends up in the hands of good save from Davies here. Eagle basketball heading the other way. Palmer with it on the left side. Hezzy dribble. Looks to attack. Sends it back up top into the hands of Duff. Duff, Hezzy dribble. Gets in the lane. Looks to spin off of that. And that's going to be an easy foul call. The officials acting like there was something malicious. I think it was just a collision. Sam Savulich will check in next whistle. We got a he's a flopper chant from the student section. Tell me you're in the student section without telling me you're in the student section.
It sure is funny.
Call that an intentional foul? Did you play that replay, Joe, and I just wasn't paying attention? Oh, I don't get that at all. I didn't see that at all. That's bizarre. I don't think Blake was trying to do anything intentional by any means. Snow players are kind of grinning, and you can grin when you're up 23 and something bizarre like that happens, but it'll be two shots here for Robbie Yates. 85%, he misses the first. Rasheed Wallace is smiling somewhere. One more for Robbie Yates. Makes it. 85% on the year, does not miss many. So we'll see Sam Savulich return. Adam Grissom back in for USUE here. Be baseline out of bounds for the Badgers. Because it was flagrant, USUE keeps it.
And Snow's done a good job at. They've switched their offense so well.
Shot clock's now at 20.
It's a good look. I wouldn't notice that at all.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have either. Corner three, Yates. No, and then yes. Took a weird bounce and it goes in. Cole Yates hits the three, 73-54, 6:43 to go. As Sam Savulich out front, hounded by Yates. Spins off him, gives right side to Russ, down low. McClure out to Adams. Savulich pumps, puts it on the deck. Sam, shovel pass, Brock, runner. No, Lemke taps it to himself. Puts it up, no, but is fouled. And Kyle will head back to the Cache Valley Bank free throw line with 6:26 remaining.
And like I said, you don't see in the replay right here, but that pass by Sam Savulich is a great pass to thread the needle off the baseline towards the middle. Not good quite finish, good Brock, kind of tough finish, but great pass by Sam. I'll give it to him.
And Sam does not have an assist tonight. Can you believe that?
It's
because he's been scoring, but he hasn't needed to. As Lemke misses the first, he'll get one more.
It shocks me mostly because he does such a good job at passing the ball, it seems like every game.
4 assists per game is the team's leading assist man. Tonight it's Blake Barr, who's got 4 fouls, but 8 assists. Lemke 0 for 2. Rebound inside. Badgers just 9 for 18 here in the game from the free throw line. Ball right side to Yates, goes back up into the hands of Liam Davis. Left side to come off the screen. Davis now left side, crosses behind his back, gets in the lane. The little runner for 2, no, good board. Kyle Lemke with it. Kyle gets it up to Sam Savulich. Sam right side, James Rust. Rust bounces low to Aaron, hammer dunk. Aaron Bliss for 2 off the assist from James Rust. James has done it all tonight. 10 points, 5 boards, 2 assists. For Bliss, that's just 4, but he leads the team in boards with 8. Up top, Grissom. Looking to drive, Rust just hounding him on the perimeter. Davis for 3, no. Rust, rebound number 6. Badgers push, Adams left side. Crosses low, gets in the paint, bumped, gives it to Aaron, takes a contact, left-hand hook, and one! Aaron Bliss off the assist from McCaden Adams, and the Badgers back up 23. Chance at a three-point play for Aaron.
What a finish by Aaron Bliss right here. Through contact, offhand, left hand. Just a beautiful finish, and you can feel the momentum in the gym here tonight, how loud it is, the feeling, and the Badgers are on their feet here tonight.
Free throw for Aaron is up and down. 78-54, 5:28 to play here in the ball game. As Ike Palmer crosses right side. Gives it up top into the hands of Easton Duft. Duft looks to attack off the dribble, guarded by Savulich. Right side to Grissom. Duft with the screen, right side Palmer. Palmer looks to attack off the dribble into a long 2. No, rebound Adams. McCaden has not shot well tonight, but he's got 5 assists and 3 boards. Dump into Lemke, deflected out to Adams. 3. No. Offensive board. No, it's Palmer who comes away with it. Palmer gets to Duff now left side. Duff's going to attack, send back to Ike. Left side Grissom. Pumps on the 3. Puts it on the floor. Little runner for 2. A good take, no. Rebound Lemke. Now to Sam Savulich, under 5 to play. Badgers lead it by 24. And pushing and shoving going on here at midcourt between Kyle Lemke and Seven Bahati. Third time these two teams have played. There's a lot going on here. Going to call a double foul. And sometimes I don't like a double foul call. I feel like it's a cop-out. That was 100% a double foul.
No, I agree, yeah. Double foul sometimes can be brought out and kind of bail out for both players, but right there was, I think, a good call.
There's times where I really don't like it. Now, that right there, that was textbook, what it says in the rule book about it. Adams sends corner Savulich. Does he have an 8th in him? No. Rebound, Bliss taps it, goes and gets it. Aaron Bliss has it stolen by Bahati now. Leads the break left side. Stephen Bahati blocked by Bliss and a foul call. Aaron does not like it as he gets a applause from the crowd. And it's going to be 2 free throws for Stephen Bahati.
And I think they called it on. Oh, it was Aaron Bliss.
They do give it. I thought Aaron got him. I thought they were going to call it on the low guy. Bahati makes the first. Max Toombs going to check in. This game's gotten really physical, and in a blowout, that can get real dangerous. So hoping that this stays under control by both sides here.
Yeah, 4.5 minutes left. You got to keep it under control here.
Second shot from Bahati is no good. Rebound, Lemke taps it. It's off the head of Bliss, out of bounds. Stays USUE. And I feel like it wasn't really getting too physical, and then they called the flagrant, and suddenly it got physical. Usually that's the opposite. You get a flagrant call, it settles things down, but that's not the case as the drive from Bahati's no good. Rebound Toombs. Max, oh my goodness, fouled out front by Bahati. Clear as day. And it's going to be 2 shots for Max Toombs here as he's got a little bit of a floor burn. And yeah, there's a chance this gets out of hand, and that's 100% on one group of people, and I'll leave it at that. And it's not either of the teams. 2 shots for Max Toombs with 4:15 to go. It's Max on the season, 75% at the charity stripe.
He's played great tonight as well.
Boy, he's got a chance for points. 18 and 19. Makes the first. He'll get one more. We're going to see Isaac Castanedo return back for USUE. One more free throw here for Toombs to get to 19. Does so. 80-55. Max Toombs career high, 15. So he's got a career high tonight. Wow. Number of guys doing that for Snow. Ball goes up to Palmer. Palmer gives it left side to Grissom. Going to send back out to Castanedo. Castanedo comes off the high screen. Badgers throw a soft double. Grissom back to Castanedo. Straightaway Palmer loses the ball. Lemke gets on the floor with it. Badgers have it. Sam Savulich the other way. Three-pointer in transition, no. Toombs muscles up and grabs the board. Gives for Lemke. Kyle, no, but he's fouled, and Lemke's going to shoot two. He's saying, oh, he wanted the dunk. But it'll be 2 foul shots for Kyle Lemke here with 3:45 to play in the game.
Yeah, went up with it good. Good pass of Max Toombs over. Just got fouled on the way up, and you could tell Kyle Lemke wanted that one bad.
2 shots for Kyle here. Badgers game-high 25-point lead as he misses the first. USUE has scored 18 points in the second half. Wow. 18.
That's insane.
20% from the floor in the second half.
Yeah, Snow College has stepped up their defense here tonight. And sometimes best defense is offense, and you've seen that here tonight. Their offense has been
free throws go. Jackson Rose will check in. Kyle Lemke is going to get a breather. Probably sub out tonight. Great game for Kyle. 8 points, 4 boards, an assist, 2 steals, and a block. By the way, Snow's now plus 11 in rebounds. And that's going to happen when you hold a team to 20% shooting. Through the hands of Stoddard. Jackson Rose has it for Snow. Kickball. Stays Badger basketball.
And it almost seems like everything that USU Eastern has done has just been off a little bit in the second half. They haven't had anything to go. In the first half, they had answers for the runs from Snow, but this half has just been a lot different.
Adams straight away pumps with it, puts it on the deck, looks to get into the lane, drives, hook shot for 2, no. Bliss look to hammer it back, gets the rebound. Sam, hezzy dribble, gets to the rim. Savulich is fouled and will shoot 2. Chance to tie and then get his career high here at the charity stripe.
Do you think he gets it?
He's 1 for 3, which is below his average, so I think he's at least going to tie it. 2 for 5 would be just below his average. First, no good.
Is the announcer jinx going to be real?
And here's the thing, man. Sam's a good shooter.
Great shooter.
He's had so many free throws this year, just rim out.
Yeah.
It's the weirdest thing. He'll get one more to tie his career high here. Misses. Rebound comes down into the hands of Weston Johnson, a redshirt freshman who's checked in for the first time tonight. Bahati back right side into Castanedo. Castanedo comes off the Davies screen, just dribbles it into traffic. Corner, pump fake from Grissom. Grissom in the lane, gathers, turns, shoots, misses. Tip, no, but a foul. Going to call this on Snow. With 2:52 to go, so it'll be 2 free throws here for Weston Johnson, who has not missed a free throw. Blake Barr is going to check in. And that's 5 on Max Toombs. So Max's day is done. And a phenomenal game for Max. 19 points, 5 boards, 4 steals for Max Toombs.
Yeah, he's the reason. One of the reasons why Snow College has had such a big lead here tonight. And yeah, respect to him right there for what he did. Playing with those 4 fouls, still playing aggressive and everything. So tip of the hat to Max here tonight.
So we'll get 2 shots. Or no, this is a 1-and-1, I think, for Johnson. Oh no, they do say 2. The same was on the shot again. What's constituting a shot here tonight? Both games have been kind of weird. Johnson's first, short. He'll get one more. With 2:52 remaining in the game, Snow up by their largest lead of 26. Johnson goes 0 for 2. Bliss the rebound.
It's too bad they don't have free chicken here tonight.
I was just going to say, as Savulich drives, Euros fouled. Sam again going to have a chance here. I think he's going to hit both of these. He's 1 for 5 tonight at the stripe. He's going to hit one.
The announcer jinx got him last time. Can we go 2 for 2?
I said he'd go 1 for 2 on the last trip.
You did.
I'm saying he's going 2 for 2 right here.
Let's see.
First one, no good again. Sam will get one more. Badgers tonight 13 of 27 at the stripe. 11 for 20 here in the second half. As James Rust will check in. Sam makes it, ties the career high. And that is going to be it for Sam. A career high 25 points for Savulich as he ties that USUE will send in Liam Davis along with Easton Duft.
And he played amazing tonight, did Sam.
Came out just firing.
Yeah, he gave the team the light and the fire they needed early on in the game. Kept them in the game in the first half, and now you see here in the second half, really exploded the lead.
Keegan Caton will check in next whistle. Left side, coming off the high screen, Justin Anderson. They'll call the foul. It'll be 2 shots here for USUE. They call it on Jackson Rose, and for Jackson, that is going to be his first. With 2:28 remaining. It's interesting here on the official scorekeeping book. It's showing that Max Toombs still just has 4 fouls, but we clearly saw him foul. They had to sub him out and everything, so they might have just not added it. As the free throw is good here from Liam Davis.
Yeah, we have 1 foul for Jackson Rose there and 2 on the scoreboard up here, so off everywhere.
There you go, yeah. 1 more for Davis. Liam, no good. Rebound fought for. Out of bounds, Badger basketball. Good box out from Keegan Caton. Snow will head with it the other way. Blake Barr looks to trot across the timeline for Snow. Final 2:22. This game feels late. It feels like there should be under a minute left, which seems weird because there's only 2, but still, the way Snow's played so well. And Russ, they say, steps out of bounds. He's saying it was tipped or he was pushed. Either way, USUE basketball here with 2:15 remaining in the ball game. Duft with it. Looks to attack off the dribble. Right side guarded by Barr. Barr moving his feet fantastic. Out on the perimeter. Crosses low. Duft sends left corner. The dribble drive on the left side by Anderson. Drive from Davis. Davis gathers. Good take to the rim. Liam Davis with a nice move. He's had a good game. 8 points for Davis.
Yeah, good left-hand move right there.
Rose catches out on the arc. Hands to Barr. Blake. Killer crossover. Pulls back out. Gives to Roslow. Jackson hounded. Loses the basketball. Turnover heading the other way for Easton Duft. Duft crosses low. Spins out of it. Move to the corner. Pump fake. Dribble drive from Anderson. Anderson deflects it out of bounds. It will stay with USU Eastern here. Minute 30 on the game clock, 21 on the shot clock.
And I think you're right. It feels a lot later, but I feel like there's been so many fouls the last couple minutes as well. It's kept this game linger longer than more than usual.
33 shot free throws in the second half.
Wow.
Combined from the 2 teams. Davis with a nice move inside, or excuse me, Davies with the finish for 2. As Blake Barr brings it across the timeline. Snow going to move to 3-0 against USUE. Chance these two could meet up again in the conference tournament. As Adams looks to jab. Drives inside, gathers, shoots, banks, no. Rose looks to tap it, and a rebound comes down inside to Liam Davis.
And what's Caden Adams got 6 points tonight? Really rough night from Caden Adams.
1 for 10 for Adams, which rarely happens. Yeah. Barr. Oh, what a cross from Blake Barr. And he lays it up and in. What a move. The freshman from Keller, Texas with a killer cross. Badgers push it up to 24. Ball goes right corner behind the back dribble from Anderson. Runs into a wall. Jackson saying, what do you want me to do? I'm just standing here. It's going to be 2 more free throws.
Maybe went him a little bit right there.
Replay does show that more.
But I thought the same thing you did. You just stand there around.
Like he's just standing there, but yeah. Free throw here is good from Anderson. He shoots it at 80% on the season. 37.4 here in the second half in the ball game. Badgers by 23. Second free throw goes. USUE's made more free throws than field goals in the second half.
That's insane.
There's your EJ's Nito stat of the night. My goodness. Barr with it on the right side. 6-second differential between shot and game clock here. Blake with the hezzy dribble, goes between the legs, crosses low, pulls back out and resets for Snow College. Rose will come set a screen for Barr. 7 on the clock. Barr sends corner Caton. Keegan thought about it. Stripped out of bounds. They say it does go to USUE. Badgers again going to move to 3-0 against USUE, 25-1. As Anderson goes back to Duff, the spin move from Davies inside, lays it in with 1 second. This is going to go down as a 20-point win for Snow. 84-64, your final score. Badgers win it. They move to 25-1, 10-1 in conference play for Snow College. USUE will fall to 19-7 and 6-5. Those 5 losses to Snow and CSI. It's a tough league.
It is
to play in. Tough league. We'll have Coach May joining us here momentarily, right before we get you to our post-game show. Appreciate you tuning in with us throughout the night. Stick with us. We'll be giving away our Sam Pete Steel Man of the Game. A lot of candidates tonight. I don't know who we're going to go with at this juncture. There's a lot of guys. So
I agree.
Now joined by the coach of the Badgers, Andrew May. Coach, second half, you guys held them to 28% shooting from the floor. They made more free throws than they did field goals in the second half. What defensive adjustments did you guys make?
Biggest adjustments, we gave up less transition buckets in the second half, no doubt. And I think that was a function of our offense becoming a little more comfortable and not turning it over so much. I don't have the numbers yet, but turnovers-wise, I thought we did a much better job. We did have a few down the stretch here, but I thought that was critical. And then I just thought we were pretty connected in our ball screen coverages, in guarding their different actions. And then at the end of the day, just guarding one-on-one and keeping guys in front. I thought those were big.
About as shorthanded as you guys have been all season long tonight, yet 33 off the bench.
Yes.
James Rust and Max Toombs have combined 29 off the bench for you guys. How important is it to have those guys be ready for those types of situations?
It's huge, and they work so hard in practice. I know nobody gets to see it, but I mean, Jackson Rose coming in and giving us some minutes, who, has played sparingly throughout the year, is just a testament to their work ethic, their maturity of hey, you never know when it's going to be your opportunity. I think that's probably the thing I'm most proud of this game. That's a good team. They're like we talked about at the beginning, receiving votes, all that stuff. But at the end of the day, I thought we came in and competed, and just different guys stepping up. I mean, Max Toombs, right? James Rust, and then also Sam played, fantastic, played a great game. So it was fun.
Let's talk Sam. 7 made threes, tied his career high at 25 points. In my opinion, the best player you've ever coached is getting his number retired on Saturday. Sam was looking like him for a minute, the way he was shooting the basketball. How great is it to have a versatile guy like Sam, who usually is more of the pass-first guy, but on a night where maybe McCaden and Brock shots aren't falling, how great is it to have a guy like Sam who can go and get his own as well?
Yeah, I mean, he's a super experienced guy, obviously a sophomore. He's played in our league. He's familiar with it, and he's an ultra competitor. I mean, He had 25 points in 24 minutes, and he is mad coming out of the game because he just, he's left a few things on the table there with the free throws, but, he's such a competitor. And what I love, too, is that he's captain of our team with our other captains, but his being locked in when we went on that big run, and he wasn't in the game. And just that he's cheering for our guys, locked in, that our guys that are on the floor are doing it, that's, to me, what we want.
Well, Coach, enjoy this one. Week off for you guys next week with the matchup. Get Salt Lake Community College again back here Thursday. What are you guys' plans with the week off?
Yeah, no doubt. Obviously, a little bit of rest. It's that time of the year of the season where it gets long, but definitely giving some rest, and then we'll be back practicing super hard on the holiday of what is it, President's Day on Monday?
Believe so, yeah.
And when you're a coach, there's no such thing as holidays. So we'll be practicing, playing tough, all that, but getting ready for Thursday's big game.
Appreciate your time, Coach. Congrats on another win, 3-0 against USUE this year. That's an accomplishment against this team, so congrats.
Thank you.
Big thanks to Coach Andrew May for joining us here in our post-game show. He's just done such a great job his whole career here, Austin, at Snow College. And tonight I thought was one of his better coached games, right? You're down. Sean Feltz is ill and unable to play tonight. And then, on top of that, you've lost Braun Roberts for the year. And so for these guys to dig deep and do what they've done tonight, really just, I was floored. I was so impressed with the way these different guys stepped up throughout the game.
No, and you can tell that these players are just bought into what Coach May teaches them. You're tied at halftime, I believe it was. And you come back in the second half and you win by 20 points. You put on a show in the second half. held USU Eastern to a defense that I don't think Snow's really seen all year. It seemed like their defense seemed crazy impressive every night, and just one of those things where they just proved that they were the number one team once again without two of their best players. Hopefully they get Sean Feltz back in the coming week for the last couple of home games they've got next week and everything. But one of the things where you see people step up, and it's good experience for the other players. They know they can step on a role and make a change. And one thing that I felt that was good was that no one felt forced to kind of take over and try to make the big difference. It was still team basketball all around.
Oh, such a good point. Let's give away our Sanpete Steel Man of the Game. Sanpete Steel, done right and on time. We've given one to James Rust. We've given one to Max Toombs. They're both very deserving. I'm going to go very out of pocket tonight with the two bigs out. Jackson Rose did not score a point tonight, but he grabbed 3 rebounds and had 2 assists and played critical minutes for his team when they were down and out a couple players. Jackson Rose. And we probably should have given it to him for the dunk at Slick, honestly. This is an extended going back to a previous game, player of the game for Jackson. But he's such a great leader. He's such a great body language. People ask me all the time, what's the number one thing you look for when you broadcast? I'm looking at dudes' body language. Do they love playing basketball? Do they love supporting their teammates? Do they love all those things? There was an Instagram reel that was going around about who the biggest trash talker on the team was. And they said it was Jackson, so he's doing that from the bench too. Which, just love what he brings to the table, the redshirt sophomore, and he has deserved one of these at some point. And on a night where he had to play regular minutes, it goes to Jackson Rose here tonight. So I agree with you. Sanpete Steel Man of the Game. Austin, great to be with you, my friend. As always, appreciate your insights, all the good that you bring to the table. You going to go down to state next week for 3A?
Hopefully. If the girls make the state championship, I will be down there.
I forget, Delta's girls are super high. The boys are high. The Delta girls are they the number 1 seed?
1 seed.
1 seed. Wow. So they'll win their playing game tomorrow. But
hopefully.
Yeah, that'll be fun with basketball next week. Thanks to our whole camera crew here tonight. Big thanks to the director of broadcasting, Mr. Joe Williams, as he gives a salute and nearly spills water all over our new technology, which he did not spill. Big thanks to Joe, though, for it tonight. Athletic Director Karen Johnson as well. Jeremy Landon back in the Mid-Utah Radio Studios, making sure we get on the radio side of things tonight. Your final score, Snow College 84, USU Eastern 64. My name is Tanner Wilkinson. You've been watching and listening to Junior College Basketball on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Snow TV. So long and good night from me from Utah.
You've been listening to exciting Snow College Badger basketball on South Central Utah's sports leader, KMTI AM 650. This sports broadcast has been brought to you by sports-minded sponsors throughout South Central Utah. Join us again for more Snow Badger basketball action on KMTI AM 650.